Happy Father's Day to the dads out there. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Neil Hartman. A sellout crowd of over 60,000 will be at the Vet this afternoon as the Phillies face the Florida Marlins. In the next half an hour, we will reminisce with some of the 83 Wheeze kids that were at the Vet yesterday for a reunion game. The expansion Marlins have opened up a lot of eyes with their success this year. We'll take a look at how they built the franchise. We'll also hear from the teams chasing the Phillies in the NL East and their thoughts about the Phillies' impressive start. Plus, Daily News baseball writer Paul Hagan will join us live from the Vet. For starters, let's look back at yesterday's 5-2 win over the Marlins before over 50,000 at Veterans Stadium. It was Lenny Dykstra getting things going. First pitch, Lenny hits his 7th home run of the season off Jack Armstrong. Phillies take an early 1-0 lead. Lenny had 3 hits last night. Remember, he said by July 1st to be batting 300. It's 286. And yeah, another all-star vote for Lenny Dykstra. Top of the second, first and third, 1 out. Walt Weiss singles in. Benito Santiago from third. And the game is tied at 1. Bottom of the second night in a row, the Phils have a big inning with 2 outs. With 1 run in on Morandini's sac fly, Duncan singles in Milt Thompson and Terry Mulholland, and the Phillies take a quick 4-1 lead. Then the National League's leader in runs scored tallies another. Scoring from third on John Kruk singled to left, and the Phillies were in command as Dykstra crosses the plate. Now the bad news, Kim Batiste appeared injured after running on a ground ball, but luckily it was just the heat. And Dave Holland says, man, not another injury. Yeah, clean up the plate. A little messy there, a little rain last night. Mitch Williams, the wild thing, does get the final out. Walt Weiss grounds out. Save number 20 for Mitch Williams. And the Phillies go on to win the contest as Williams picks up the 20th save. 5-2 your final over the Marlins. Win number 9 for Terry Mulholland. Home runs by Dykstra and Estrada. And there you see the losing pitcher, Jack Armstrong. He is now 4-8. The Cardinals remain in second place, 9.5 games out after a 6-4 victory at Wrigley Field in Chicago yesterday. The Cards have now won 8 of their last 10. And in this ball game, yeah, a little fun before the game starts, but Mark Grace starts the fun for the Cubs fans. Ties the game at 3 in the first inning, taking Donovan Osborne to deep center field. It was hot at Wrigley as Grace kind of cooling down. In the 5th, tied at 4, Todd Zeile laces a single to left off loser Jose Guzman. Greg Jeffrey races around, scores from third. They do get Mark Whitten in a rundown. St. Louis rather, tacks on 1 more win, 6-4 over the Cubs. Good series so far for the Cardinals in Chicago. It was Cincinnati over Los Angeles 8-4, Pittsburgh 8, New York 3, Atlanta over Montreal 4-3. Matt Williams, 21st home run, 6 RBIs. He leads Dutch by 6 RBIs now with 63. San Francisco wins the game. And Colorado with 17 runs at home over San Diego. 17-3 was the final there. Over in the American League, the Tigers' bats continue to boom in Motown as Detroit down the Brewers 10-7. In this one, it would be Alan Trammell starting it off on the first, taking Bill Wegman out of the yard. The Tigers lead 2-1. More Detroit offense in the 5th. Mickey Tettleton goes deep for his 16th homer of the year. Tigers build an 8-3 lead. Hey, how about big, red-hot Cecil Fielder? 2-run shot off Mike Fetters in the 6th. And David Wells getting ex-Phil Juan Bell looking his 9th win in 10 decisions as the Tigers hold on to win 10-7. Here's your American League scores from yesterday. Detroit over Milwaukee. It was New York doubling the score with Minnesota. Cleveland shut out Baltimore. Olerud continues his hit streak as Toronto wins at Fenway. Kansas City blanked Oakland 3-0. It was California 5 and Chicago 4, and Seattle over Texas by a final count of 6-5. That's what happened at the ballparks yesterday, but in case you missed it, here's some of the moments from this past week in baseball in a segment we call, How About That? How about that John Olerud of the Toronto Blue Jays, batting over 400 thanks to a 24-game hit streak, the major's longest in 93. How about that Carlos Baerga, 3 home runs and 5 RBIs on Thursday. His team still fell short, though, losing to Detroit. How about that, not quite, Darryl. Take notes. How about that licorice-chewing rookie, Turk Wendell of the Cubs? Is there a dentist in the house? A doctor, maybe? And it looks like baseball's fan base just keeps on growing and growing and growing.
How about that? You live to punch, lift, run, kick, serve, sweat, volley, catch, dive, jump, reject, dominate, and celebrate. Try Powerade, the official sports drink of the Olympic Games, with 33% more carbohydrates for energy than Gatorade, and great taste, so you can pick up, slam down, and soak in all 32 ounces. Powerade, more power to you.
The Today's Man semi-annual clearance continues, and the savings are even more spectacular. Like Pure Wool and Wool Blend suits, now $129, or 2 for an incredible $199. Pure Wool European designer suits, now just $159. Handsome Silk and Silk Blend sport coats, now only $79. Save on dress shirts, pure silk ties, dress slacks, sportswear, and thousands more items throughout every store. Today's Man semi-annual clearance, right now for a very limited time, so hurry.
June is Ford Truck Month at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, but that doesn't mean you can't save on a new car, especially the #1 car in America, the Ford Taurus, the safety leader with available dual airbags and anti-lock brakes. Now get $1,200 in total savings. Choose from 4 Escort models, the #1 selling small car in America, and pay just one low price. Save on Thunderbird LXs, all at one price that's $4,000 less than last year. Don't miss the great car deals now during your Quality Plus Ford Dealers Truck Month. It's the home of 5 of the top 10 sellers in America.
The Phillies are proudly sporting the best record in baseball at 47-20. The excitement surrounding this team is incredible. And why not? This town is dying to cheer on a pennant winner again. It's been 10 long years since Philadelphia was on top of the National League. The year was 1983, and the team was affectionately called the Wheeze Kids. The average age of this bunch of graybeards was 33. 3 members of Cincinnati's Big Red Machine, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Tony Perez, were all over 40. Every day seemed like old-timers' day.
Struck him out. Struck him out with high heat. Hernandez has struck out all 5 that he has faced.
83 was a significant year for Phillies milestones. Mike Schmidt captured his 6th home run title. Steve Carlton won his 300th game. And John Denny won the Cy Young Award. But by late July, these Phillies were in 4th place, just hanging around in a division that nobody seemed to want to win. Then came September. Led by 40-year-old Joe Morgan, this unlikely cast of characters went on a tear. They won 11 straight, and 23 of their last 31 on their way to the division title.
To be fortunate enough to respond and to help out, I mean, and to watch our team get on a roll like we did and just pretty much blow away the competition, and to be a contributor, yeah, that was nice memory.
Next up was the Dodgers for the National League pennant, and center stage was taken by the man they called the Sarge.
Beating the old nemesis, the Dodgers, and having a lot to do with it. Personally, myself, and growing up in Los Angeles, was very, very gratifying for me, because Philadelphia Phillies had been knocked out twice before with the Dodgers. That first inning, I hit the ball off of the facade, and the rest really was history. We went on to beat them in good fashion.
They're going crazy here at Veterans Stadium. Struck him out!
I'll never forget the games in the playoffs, because it was as loud as any stadium that I've ever been in.
The Phillies have won the National League pennant. The final score is 7-2.
And of course, that was a moment which we will all remember. Yesterday, many members of the 83 team were back in uniform at the Vet for a reunion game. It was great to see a lot of the guys there. Paul Owens, John Denny, Tony Perez, Gary Matthews, Tug McGraw. The loudest cheer for Mike Schmidt. There was some boos for Von Hayes, but it was really a good time for all.
When I was playing ball, I remember the old-timers games and the upper deck games, and the old guys would come back when they've been out of the game 10 or 12 years, and it was a great feeling to see them come back. And I'm wondering how these younger guys that's playing with the Phillies feel about us coming back. I know I feel great just being in a uniform again and being in Veterans Stadium again. It's real nice.
And that was Al Holland. Now, 2 members of that Phillies team, Darren Dalton and also another guy, relief pitcher Larry Anderson, are with the club this year. Larry, of course, making a return back to Philadelphia. Larry's joining our Andy Musser at the Vet. Let's go to those gentlemen now.
All right, Neil, a hero then and now. Larry Anderson, must have been nostalgic for you yesterday to see your 83 teammates back again and realize that you've been a part of this thing for that long a time?
Oh, yeah, it was special. I think the games, I think Gary Maddox said last night, the games really aren't that big of a thing, but getting to see everybody, see how everybody's doing, and a lot of guys, I haven't seen in 10 years, and so it was a lot of fun. It was special.
Speaking of fun, did you have more fun then, or are you having more fun now?
I think I'm having more fun now. I think partly I came up halfway through the year that year, and there was a lot more veteran players there. And so I feel more like a part of this team. Not to say that, I didn't have fun then, but I think this has been a little more special right from the get-go for me.
Well, I do know one thing, Larry. You have matured a great deal. For example, we can see your entire face here today, which was not always true in '83. I remember there was a celebration in Chicago, and we weren't exactly sure who was participating.
Well, yeah, I had the Pope mask going. Hey, that's it there. And it was, I wanted to bring that out yesterday, and all my masks are in San Diego. The wig I wanted to bring out for Schmitty again, and although I thought maybe Von Hayes might have wanted it yesterday, but I didn't have it with me, so I had a few calls for it, but I didn't have them.
Larry, you're really a very important part of this team. Last night you got 2 outs on 1 pitch. You can't do it with any more economy than that unless you get 3 outs, but that must have given you a great feeling.
Oh, yeah, especially after all the trips I made to the mound in the first game of the Legends. I was a little tired, so I mean, that's the best way to do it. I was happy to come in there and get the job done, and just it feels good to be a part and to help contribute with this club.
If Jim Fregosi needs you today, can he squeeze an out or 2 out of you?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready.
Okay, let's get back to Neil Hartman.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Life does begin at 40. Nice hat with Larry Anderson. Thank you, guys. Another guy who made it back to Philadelphia for the reunion is Joe LaFay. The versatile outfielder is now a coach in the Yankees organization. Joe relives a memorable moment from his days in the minor leagues.
Stump Merrill, who's the manager here with Columbus, had to put me in to catch an emergency situation, and we were playing Jersey City, and Jersey City had Ricky Henderson at the time, and I went out there and I had the catching gear on, and I had the clips on the inside, and I had the big part of the chest protector on my throwing arm, and I went out there, and I forget the umpire at the time, but he was just laughing, and I didn't know what he was laughing at, and I was just in such a hurry to put the stuff on that I had the stuff on backwards practically. And of course, Ricky Henderson doesn't swing at anything. He's got a small strike zone. He walked and promptly stole 2 bases, and they eventually won the game. But I was catching Ron Davis, and it was about the 13th inning. It was a misty night, and I got the equipment on backwards, trying to catch, an outstanding relief pitcher and probably the greatest base stealer in the history of baseball. And I just thought it was kind of an interesting scenario.
Joe LaFay began his pro career in 1977 at Fort Lauderdale and spent parts of 6 seasons in the minors with 3 different major league organizations.
Now another memorable moment with the Bundys as they go on everybody's favorite game show.
Ready to spin, Bink.
Al spins the wheel of misfortune. And they're going to win even if it kills them.
That's what we're here for.
There's tons of laughs that'll leave Al hurting for more.
No. Oh, come on, honey. It's for a car.
On the next Married with Children.
Tomorrow at 6:30 on PHL 17.
Write down this phone number, then put it in your car. Because if you're ever seriously injured in a car accident, you can call this number 24 hours a day. And be in touch with the law offices of Manchell, Lundy, and Lesson. We have more than 30 years of experience, and no one will work harder for you. So if you are ever seriously hurt in a car accident, we're able to take so much of the pain out of recovering what's legally yours. Write down this number, put it in your car. Oh, and give it to someone you love.
Just when you thought there was no limit to the unlimited acclaim, now there's a limited time to save bigger than ever. For under $12.7, you can get all the extras, like special gold accented wheel covers, gold trim all around, plus air, automatic, cruise control, driver's airbag, and more. But you better hurry. It's only here for a limited time. At your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where real advantages make a real difference.
Guests on the pregame show receive a gift certificate from Fila Athletic Footwear and Apparel, basketball, tennis, golf, and swimwear. Fila. Change the game.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Neil Hartman. In just a few minutes, it's the Phillies against the Marlins. What a year it's been for the Florida Marlins. In their first year in the National League, who would have thought that an expansion club could be 5 games away from 500 in mid-June and not in the cellar in its own division? Well, the Marlins look back in history and learn from previous expansion teams to prepare for year 1 in the major leagues.
These are the images of our expansion history. The Miracle Mets of '69 led by Tom Terrific. And then again in '89 with Ray Knight. The Kansas City Royals winners in '85. And the Toronto Blue Jays.
Throws to first. For the first time in history, the World Championship banner will fly north of the border.
The two organizations, I think, in recent times that are, to us, the models that we looked at were the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals organization. Two organizations that built from their player development and scouting systems. They took the time to develop, yet neither developed a losing attitude.
The Marlins have made their first choice. Florida in round 1, number 2 selection, takes from the Toronto Blue Jay organization, left fielder Nigel Wilson.
You need to build an organization from the bottom up, and the way you do that are with quality people, in turn hiring other quality people that directly report to them.
I came over here to try and build a successful franchise. And building a successful franchise, your ultimate goal is to win a championship, win a pennant, win a division, become a contender. Being the best franchise expansion team, first-year franchise team, I mean, there's no reward as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Our philosophy was that we would try to take the best young talent that we could in the expansion draft, knowing that we could supplement those players by acquiring some free agent players, which in today's system allows us to do that. So we were able to sign a Charlie Huff, a Dave Magadan, a Benito Santiago, a Orestes Destrada, make a trade for a Walt Weiss, select somebody like Brian Harvey, because our feelings were we wanted to be as competitive as we could right away, yet think about the future.
We've not set any goals. We don't want to lose 100 games. Of course, nobody does. We just come out, we try to play good baseball. If we do everything right and we get a break here or there, we have a chance to win, and that's all we try to do every night, play hard.
And they're winning quite a bit. General Manager Dave Dombrowski deserves a lot of credit. At only 36 years old, he is one of the bright young executives in baseball today. Now, joining us to talk about the Marlins and other baseball news is Paul Hagan of the Daily News, who joins us live from the vet. Paul, what are your thoughts? Are you surprised about the Florida Marlins?
Oh, yeah, I think you have to be surprised when an expansion team gets this late into the season. For one day, they were 1 game under 500. They were tied for 4th place. I think you have to be a little surprised. But as I look back on it, the one thing that they did that I think a lot of people wondered about at the time, they drafted Brian Harvey. Here's a reliever, a closer. He's coming off arm problems. He's making a lot of money. But they felt, and I think they've proven to be right, that the worst thing that can happen to an expansion team is to have a chance to win and then blow it in the 9th inning. They obviously haven't done that with Brian Harvey, and I think that's just been a real big part of their success.
Paul, the Marlins also have a veteran shortstop in Walt Weiss batting .305. Obviously, shortstop has been a weakness with the Phillies this year. Take a listen, because we talked to Weiss about the trade rumors of possibly coming to Philadelphia.
Well, I mean, obviously...
It's not bad when you hear your name mentioned with the Phillies. You know, I think they're... definitely the best team in this league right now, and maybe in the whole game. So it wouldn't be a bad place to be traded. You know, I like what they got over here. They got some guys that play real hard and play aggressive style baseball, and you know, it'd be a nice team to be a part of. But you know, I don't have any control over them things. Just go out and play, see what happens.
Okay, Paul, your thoughts? I know you were just going to mention something there about Walt Weiss.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, a Walt Weiss would look great in the Phillies uniform right now. I think there are a lot of factors that go into it. As long as the Phillies have an 8.5, 9.5 game lead, it's really hard for them to overpay. From the Marlins' point of view, they obviously want to get the most back that they can for Walt Weiss. But I think since he can be a free agent at the end of the year, his value is probably going to go down as you get closer and closer to the end of the season. And I think the final factor is that it looks like Kevin Elster isn't going to be as healthy as he thought he might be, so that makes it harder for the Marlins to trade Walt Weiss.
Another issue we wanted to get into is the apparent increase in the beanball wars in the game today, Paul, resulting in a lot of fights. This must be a concern with baseball.
Well, it's got to be a concern because that's not part of the game. That's not what, people come out to see. I do think that steps are being taken just in the last couple of years. It's become pretty much an automatic suspension if the batter charges the mound. There was a few years before that the umpires were given the right to warn both benches. So I think baseball is trying to do something about it. It seems like every couple of years we talk about that there are more fights, and I guess that's the one thing that baseball really doesn't keep stats of, so we really don't know whether it's that or whether we're just more aware of it because of ESPN and SportsCenter and the highlight shows.
Paul, let me ask you also about this Phillies ball club right now. A 3-game losing streak, they eliminate that, they're back on track. Things looking good, you still think, at Broad and Patterson?
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I mean, I didn't think we were going to go all year without having some injuries that the Phillies would have to deal with, and they have that now with Dave Hollins out and Wes Chamberlain out. I don't think we ever thought that they were going to go through the whole year with all the starting pitchers pitching complete games every time out. I think the pitchers may be going through a little bit of a dead arm stage right now, but I think you'll see them come through that when Dave Hollins comes back, when Wes Chamberlain comes back. The Phillies may not have all the depth they'd like, but you look around and not any team in baseball has that kind of depth right now. And certainly the fact that they were able to get out and get this big cushion can only help.
Paul Hagan of the Daily News, thank you very much. Joining us live from Veterans Stadium, where it's awfully muggy there today. Well, the Phillies, as we just talked about, apparently have recovered from their recent 3-game losing streak. Take a 9.5-game lead in the National League East ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals, with Montreal and Chicago slowly dipping away. As I found out the other day in Chicago, for the other teams in the division, it's been a frustrating uphill battle since day one.
Our ground ball, they got it. Kruk scores.
The stage was set back in early April when the Phillies opened the season with a 3-game sweep of the Astros. Since then, everyone else has followed the Phillies in the pennant chase.
You surprised by their start? No, I said in spring training the Phillies are the team to watch. I said it over and over again because they have such a potent lineup, and I knew that between Schilling, Green, Mulholland, that at least those 3 guys would be solid, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh, look at that ball. Deep left center field, and that ball is out of here.
In May, the Phillies ended the month with a sweep of Colorado and a 7-game lead over Montreal.
Of course, these guys are playing great baseball right now, and they're pretty hot. But I think the way we look at it is that we're going to catch fire sometime, and it's a long season, like I said. So we're going to catch fire, and they're going to go through their bad spells. And
bouncing ball to Duncan. This game is over.
Following last weekend's 4-game sweep of the Mets, the Phils hit their present peak with an 11.5-game lead over St. Louis and Montreal.
They're on a pace now. If they play 500 ball, they're still going to win 95 or 96 ball games. That's tough. That's been more than enough to win the division over the last couple of years.
We're quite a ways behind. We got to start thinking about getting ahead of Montreal, then eventually, hopefully, catch these guys. We're playing the Cardinals today, and then just hope for the best. But I mean, there's no way we can start thinking about catching Philadelphia unless we get ahead of the guys in front of us.
Here in Chicago, one of the things I found out while talking to the Cubs and the Cardinals is that they fully expect the Phillies to hit a slump at some point. When that happens, they believe they have to seize the opportunity.
Everybody thought they'd take a dive sooner or later, and it hasn't happened. They've just been playing outstanding baseball. They're solid. They have no weaknesses, and you just have to hope in the middle of June that if they don't have like a 10-game losing streak, it's their division.
If they play 700 baseball, they deserve to win the World Series. If they do that the whole year, then more power to them. They deserve it. Hopefully they will drop off to where it could be a good race. It's a good race besides them. They're 10 or 11 games up, but everyone else is in the middle. So, they're kind of spoiling everything for all the other teams in the league in our division. So hopefully they could drop off and we can make it exciting.
Well, maybe it will be exciting, but here in Philadelphia, we hope it's not. Coming up, Larry Anderson returns with some shallow thoughts.
If you live to punch, lift, run, kick, serve, sweat, volley, catch, dive, jump, reject, dominate, and celebrate, try new Powerade, the official sports drink of the Olympic Games, with 33% more carbohydrates for energy than Gatorade, and great taste, so you can pick up, slam down, and soak in all 32 ounces. Powerade, more power to you.
The Today's Man semi-annual clearance continues, and the savings are even more spectacular. Like Pure Wool and Wool Blend suits now $129, or 2 for an incredible $199. Pure Wool European designer suits now just $159. Handsome Silk and Silk Blend sport coats now only $79. Save on dress shirts, Pure Silk ties, dress slacks, sportswear, and thousands more items throughout every store. Today's Man semi-annual clearance, right now for a very limited time, so hurry.
In Jurassic Park, the place to go to satisfy a Tyrannosaurus-sized hunger is McDonald's, where something big is happening to your favorite extra value meal. Dino-sizing. For just a little more, get dino-sized fries and a large drink in one of 6 free Jurassic Park collector cups. Dino-sizing. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today. And now at McDonald's, dinosaurs come to life on 6 Jurassic Park collector cups. Get one free when you buy a large drink or dino-sized extra value meal. But hurry before they're extinct.
And now, Shallow Thoughts with Larry Anderson.
It's Father's Day. I wonder if the expression pop fly was coined on this day. Let's just say it was.
This has been yet another in a series of Shallow Thoughts with Larry Anderson.
I think it's appropriate this time that we also say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there again. In our news and notes segment, we want to take a look at some of the guys who've been on a tear. First in the National League, Greg Jeffries, just heard from him of the Cardinals, 538 last 15 games. How about Jeff King, 8-game hitting streak, batting .484 batting average. On a down note, Kerry Taylor, 3 and 2/3 innings of work, 12 earned runs, 6 walks in his last 2 starts. Andres Galarraga, though, is hot, .434, tops in the majors, and looks like he'll probably beat the record for the best batting average of an expansion team member. Over in the American League, Detroit Tigers, 19 home runs last 7 games. Cecil Fielder, 6 home runs in his last 6 games. Juan Bell, former Phil, look what he's doing in Milwaukee. .395 average, 1 homer, 4 RBIs since the move to the American League. And Felix Jose, 11 of 15, .733 in his last 3 games. Now, this is a live shot at Veterans Stadium. The Phillies are on a pace to set a record at the box office. Today's game is the 2nd time this year that the club has sold out in advance. The club attendance record is 2,775,000 set in 1979. Phillies are close on that pace. Well, it's time for baseball. The Phillies taking on the expansion Florida Marlins. I'll see you during the ball game. I'm Neil Hartman. Enjoy the game on PHL 17.
The pregame show with Neil Hartman is brought to you by Powerade, high-energy thirst quencher. More power to ya.
They say everybody has a dream. In this country, it's often about having your own business and sharing it with the world. Whatever your vision, AT&T's built a communications network that can take it to and from more countries with AT&T experience and special services than anyone else. Because AT&T believes, of all the wonderful products this country has given the world, none is more precious than the American dream. AT&T, far and away the best in the business.
On the next Renegade.
The law around here?
Hell no. I rob banks. Reno turns to a self-styled desperado to rope in a cowboy crime lord.
Split the bounty 50-50, you and this refugee from a bad western.
I want Dad Meacham behind bars, and this kid is the only person I could use to get me close enough to him.
Now, dirty dealing could cost him his life.
I want that damn bounty hunter dead.
On Renegade.
Tonight at 7 on PHL 17.
On Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
Keep your hands up. I don't want to see anybody's hands go down.
Cops stop a car loaded with a deadly arsenal. Tomorrow.
everybody from Veterans Stadium. Welcome to Phillies baseball. This afternoon, the final game of the series, the Phils and the Florida Marlins. Going for the Phillies, Tommy Green, and the veteran knuckleballer Charlie Huff for Florida. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser. And happy Father's Day to all you dads. As you can see, I'm sporting a tie from son Kane, in which he cut out all of the things that Daddy likes to do. He sees these things and sees me at home. But it's a great day, a warm day. And Andy, in the last couple of games, Phillies starters have only gone 5 innings, and the middle relief corps has really stepped up.
They have, Harry, and I think it's a real bonus for the Phillies because of all the complete games they have had. There were some question marks about the Phillies' middle inning relief, but they've all stepped up here in this last series. I mean, when you get a Larry Anderson to come in like he did last night, get 2 outs on 1 pitch, you know you've pushed the right button.
Jose De Leon has pitched a couple of fine games in this series. Whitey, a different lineup. Darren Dalton must get rested once in a while, and he is today. It's been a hot week and a hot weekend, so Dutch probably needs a day off.
Yeah, Harry, that's right, and you have to get some of the other guys in there. Todd Pratt has not had many swings, and he won't get many because of Dutch Dalton, and you have to do everything you can to keep Dalton strong. You know, we have a lot of ball games left, and it gives some of the other guys a chance to get in there. You got to use that bench once in a while. They can't just sit there and come out in key situations and hope to do well unless they've had some opportunities.
It's a sold-out house here at Veterans Stadium on this Father's Day. Tommy Green going against Charlie Huff. We'll have the starting lineups for you right after these messages.
The Phillies and the Florida Marlins is being brought to you by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Carry us for life.
Your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your Bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your Bud. Proud to be your Bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your Bud.
The Phillies are making fireworks during the games, and we've got 2 spectacular fireworks shows after the San Diego games. Friday, July 2nd, when a doubleheader starts at 4:35, and Saturday, July 3rd at 7:05. Then all kids 14 and under get a free batting helmet when the series wraps up Sunday night, July 4th at 8:05. 2 fireworks spectaculars, free batting helmets, great baseball. Call 463-1000.
It's out there. Tonight's winning daily number is out there. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and play it. The Pennsylvania Lottery's daily number. Don't forget to play every day.
Renee Latchman's lineup for the Florida Marlins today will have Chuck Carr, center fielder, leading off. Brett Barbary, second base, bats second. Dave Maggott in the third base, hitting third. Orestes Destrade at first base, bats fourth. Junior Felix, right fielder, hitting fifth. Jeff Conine in left field will bat sixth. Benito Santiago catching, hitting seventh. Walt Weiss, the shortstop, bats eighth. And Charlie Huff will pitch and hit ninth. They'll be facing Tommy Green.
Yeah, Tommy lost the game finally after a couple of shaky starts. One in New York, one in Montreal. He still has some pretty good numbers. 8 wins, a loss, 7.7 strikeouts per 9 innings, just a little over 2 walks per 9 innings. He did see his ERA go from 1.87 to 2.56, which still isn't bad.
Still second best in the league. Kim Baptiste at third base. Mariano Duncan shortstop. Mickey Morandini at second, John Kruk at first, Todd Pratt catching today. In the outfield from left to right, Pete Incaviglia, Lenny Dykstra, and Jim Eisenreich. Chuck Carr leads off for the Marlins, and he waves and misses at a high fastball. No balls and a strike to Carr, the switch hitting center fielder, hitting .305 right-handed, .229 left-handed. Tommy Green is among the league leaders in strikeouts, 6th in the league. And he's brought out a pretty good fastball here in the first inning. No balls and 2 strikes to Carr. Happy Father's Day to Dick Conley, recuperating from heart surgery in Hahnemann Hospital. From his children Richard and Susan, and also his many friends with the Phillies, Carpenter Cup, and friends from South Philly. Dick, hope you're feeling better real soon. He lost a high pop-up into shallow left field. Incaviglia calls off Duncan and makes the grab. The umpires for this afternoon's game, Mike Winters calling the balls and strikes. Brian Gorman at first, Bruce Fremming at second, and Ed Montague umpiring at third. Golden wedding anniversary wishes to Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Couchy in Bristol, Pennsylvania, from grandchildren Erica, Joey, Krista, and Robert. One strike to Brett Barbary.
And our best along to Fred Whitmoyer Sr. in Milton, PA, recuperating, longtime fan to the Phillies.
Barbary, a ground ball base hit back through the middle. So he's a one-out base runner.
Another guy that's starting to sting the Phillies a little bit, Brett Barbary. Seems to be 1 or 2 on every ball club that hard to get out.
So Barbary at first base with 1 down. It'll bring on Dave Magadan. Magadan has missed the last couple of ball games because of elbow problem. Back in the lineup. He did play on Thursday night. He's hitting at .289, 7th in the league in on-base percentage, just missing for a ball, 1-0. One ball and 1 strike.
Ida Sidman, South Jersey, 80 years old on this June 20th.
Amy Cook celebrating a birthday today in Levittown. Amy and her husband Al, longtime Phillies fans and season ticket holders. He beats that ball foul off his foot. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that one will sting Magadan. Tommy Green, second lowest ERA in the league at 2.56. Ken Hill, the only one with a lower one. Hill of Montreal, 2.48. One of his 8 wins coming against the Marlins. He shut them out at Florida 6-0 in a 10 strikeout performance, beating Jack Armstrong. He's ahead of Magadan, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low with the breaking ball, 2-2. Andy Sherman of Blackwood, New Jersey, a birthday today. And Andrew McKechnie celebrating his 8th in Harrisburg. Brett Barbary is at first base with 1 down here in the top of the first. On this hot Father's Day, sold-out house here at Veterans Stadium. Foul back and out of play. Golden wedding anniversary wishes to Jim and Ruth Parecka of Glassboro, New Jersey. Their daughter Diane, loyal Phillies fan for many years. line shot into right field. That's a hit taken on one hop by Eisenreich. Heading for third, Barbary. And the Marlins have runners at first and third with one out. They'll bring on Orestes Destrade.
Tommy Green got the pitch up to Magadan, and he just reached out and stroked it. He has a nice swing anyway. That pitch was out and away and pulled it into right center. And Green's in a little early trouble.
Destrade hitting a .256. Switch hitter will bat left here against Tommy Green. Destrade, born in Cuba, spent the last 3 years playing in the Japanese Professional League, where he led Japanese Professional League in home runs. Learned Japanese while over there and speaks it rather fluently. 1 ball and no strikes. Throw to first base. Getting back is Magadan. Florida's made a lineup change different than what we gave you, and the only difference is that Jeff Conine is on deck. He is hitting in the number 5 spot, and Junior Felix is in the 6th spot. Just flip-flop those two. High towering fly to center. That'll be deep enough to score the run. Dykstra makes the catch. Tagging and waltzing home is Barbary, and Florida's on the board 1-0 on a sacrifice fly by Destrade. Destrade knocks in his 35th run. That'll bring up Jeff Conine. Conine hitting at .283, a couple of homers. He has knocked in 23. Magadan at first base with 2 outs and a run across.
Kevin Keane, a birthday today, celebrating with his daughter and son here, Colette, Brendan.
1 strike to Conine. 2 quick strikes to him. Bit low, a ball and 2 strikes. Send along our very best to Judd Egbert, recovering from surgery in Jefferson Hospital. Judd's dad working this ball game, and one of our cameras here on PHL 17. Hope Judd's feeling better real soon. Ooh, close.
Little slider and probably missed outside a hair. That's an important pitch for Green also, is his slider. Mixes in nicely with that good fastball. He's had a little trouble getting that pitch over for a strike.
Foul back and out of play.
Muskie Massarelli, 84 today. Muskie's a old-time baseball fan.
That's pretty well hit to right center, but Dykstra drops the sunglasses and makes the grab to retire the side. Florida jumps on the board in the first. They score a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left after 1.5. Marlins 1. Phil's coming to bat.
It was like a nightmare. I was scared, angry. But later I realized how lucky we were to be with Nationwide Insurance.
The robbery really devastated Don's family. Obviously, I got one of our claims people involved right away.
They were very supportive.
Because it is...
They wrote us in advance and promised to get everything back to the way it was.
Being there and getting their life back to normal, that's what mattered most.
Nationwide is on your side.
There are some things that money can't buy. Infiniti believes safety should be one of those things. That's why they're the only car company whose entire line includes standard, not only ABS and dual airbags, but automatic seatbelt pretensioners to help snug the belt around you as the airbags deploy. From their least expensive G20 to their most luxurious Q45. Would a visit to your Infiniti showroom be in order? I think that's safe to say.
Spectacular fireworks timed to magnificent music after the San Diego doubleheader Friday, July 2nd at 4:35, and again Saturday, July 3rd after the 7:05 game. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Call 463-1000.
Jim Fragosi's lineup for the Phillies today has Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mariano Duncan, shortstop, bats second. John Kruk at first base, hitting third. Pete Incaviglia, left fielder, bats fourth. Jim Eisenreich, right fielder, hitting fifth. Todd Pratt catching, batting sixth. Kim Baptiste at third base, hit seventh. Mickey Morandini, second baseman, batting eighth. Batting ninth and pitching Tommy Green. They are facing the veteran knuckleballer Charlie Huff.
3 wins, 7 losses, and the amazing thing about this guy, he strikes out a few, 6.5 per 9 innings. He doesn't walk many, about 2.5. But today's start, the only man in Major League history to start 400 games and relieve in 400 games. So he's been around.
He's won 205 in his career. Defensively behind him, Dave Magadan at third base, Walt Weiss at shortstop, Brett Parbury at second, Orestes Destrade at first, Benito Santiago catching, Jeff Conine in left, Chuck Carr in center, Junior Felix in right. Lenny Dykstra hitting at 286. He has scored runs in 14 consecutive games, leads the league in runs scored with 61 of them. Knuckleball missing for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Ooh. He's going to get that pitch. He's going to be troubled today. Lenny Dykstra saw that ball dance in, appeared to be low, but it's called a strike. 1-1.
There it is. See, it fools the umpire.
Ooh.
Look at that thing drop off. It fools the hitter, also fools the umpire once in a while.
2 balls and a strike to Dykstra. High with it. 3-1.
Margaret McKee in Philadelphia is 93 today. She has 110 grandchildren.
Wow.
That's hard to believe, too.
Out of that one over. Yeah, he will occasionally. 3-2 to Dykstra.
I think he'll go back to his knuckler at 3-2.
No, didn't.
Missed with a fastball.
Missed with a fastball, and Dykstra is aboard. Lenny's always a threat to steal. 18 stolen bases. He's only been thrown out 4 times, and especially with a knuckleballer. Huff will keep runners close. Knuckleball pitchers, of necessity, learn a good pickoff move to give their catcher any kind of chance at all. Batter will be Mariano Duncan. Duncan hitting at 253. Get well wishes to Jude Egbert, not Judd Egbert, as I said, at Jefferson Hospital. Jude, sorry about that. Hope you're feeling better real soon. My humblest apologies to your dad, the great Eddie. Scott Marlin and a big gang of the Marlin family are here.
Probably
watching
is
the Florida Marlins.
It probably is Judd. Eggy probably forgot. He probably doesn't know. Billy Egbert, one of our outstanding cameramen here, but slips once in a while.
1 ball and no strikes to Duncan.
Franklin Johnson, 85 today, down in Southampton, New Jersey.
Congratulations to our studio producer for Phillies baseball, John Agri, and his lovely bride, Amy. John and Amy were married today. No turning back now, John. Come on.
Out of here.
Dykstra at first, nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to Duncan.
June lettings must work out pretty well, though. You can go by all these anniversaries we have in June.
On the inside corner, 2-1. Jackie Gordon of Orland, Pennsylvania, 25 today.
George and Blanche Boyer married 50 years ago today. Annie and Walt Dryden 59 years ago today. Pretty good stolen base percentage, 18 out of his last 22.
Tops a foul, backing out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 64th wedding anniversary wishes to Ann and John Lucia, great Phillies fans from Elkins Park.
Lucy Farrell in the great Northeast, 81 today.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Duncan. Probably a good pitch for Dykstra to go on, because with the count 2-2, Huff is undoubtedly going to throw his knuckleball. He does, and it's smoked on a line to Barbary, and that'll be a double play. Duncan hit a BB, but right at Brett Barbary, and it's a 4-3 double play. Dykstra no prayer to get back. So 2 outs and no base runners. It'll bring on John Kruk. Kruk hitting .362. He's 3rd in the league in hitting, 3rd in the league in runs scored, lead the league in walks, leads the league in on-base percentage, and 7th in slugging percentage.
John's playing a little bit hurt. Rib cage. He says he has a punctured lung, cracked rib. That's more than a little bit hurt. Bad knee.
Two balls and no strikes. Threw the knuckleball for a strike. It's 2-1. Almost hit him. 3-1.
Caitlin Brady celebrating a birthday today. Kathy and Joe Brady, Caitlin's parents, longtime fans.
Kruk's aboard with his 58th walk, leads the league in that department. Second walk given up this inning by Huff. It'll bring on Pete Incaviglia. Hickman's hitting .300 right on the nose, 11 homers, 44 RBIs, tied for 9th in the league in runs batted in.
Huff's been very fortunate this inning. He's walked 2, and one vicious line drive that was caught turned into a double play. Got to have a little luck once in a while.
One strike to Incaviglia. Incaviglia not happy with that call. He thought it was low. Here's the pitch.
Well, it's lower. No question about that. But breaks at the last split second.
1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, well wishes to Bob Uditsky of the Quaker City String Band, the #1 Quaker City String Band. Bob recovering from surgery in the St. Agnes Hospital. We're feeling better real soon from us and from the members of the Quaker City String Band. 1-2 to Incaviglia. Incaviglia's 1 for 3 lifetime against Huff. It was a home run. Ground ball deep shortstop. Weiss throws over to Barbary for the force on Kruk, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left after 1. Florida leads the Phils 1-0.
We know how to help you save on Dodge Caravan during the National Minivan Sale. Take this one. You can get over $1,800 in total savings, including air and no extra charge with the Family Value Package. Or check out this loaded Grand Caravan LE with $2,600 in total savings, including sale prices on some of our most popular luxury options. Only at the Minivan Store. See your nearest Dodge dealer. We know how to help.
You're looking at the fountain of youth. Advanced Formula Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. In a test, it protected an engine for 200,000 miles. The result? Vital engine parts that looked as young as the day they were born. There was virtually no engine wear. If you're looking for the fountain of youth, you'll find it in a container of motor oil. Mobil 1 synthetic. It keeps your engine running like new.
When you move into a new house, little things are going to come up. Unexpected things. Things the previous owner forgot to mention. So to make your new house a home, turn to the book with more choices. It can even help if you want to get out of the house for a while. The genuine New Jersey Bell Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company.
After 1 inning of play, it's Florida 1 and the Phils 0. Upcoming Phillies telecast begin tomorrow night when the Braves come to town. Game 1 can be seen on Sports Channel at 7:30 and Game 2 Tuesday night right here on PHL 17, also at 7:30. Junior Felix leads it off for the Marlins here in the second. He's batting at .232. Switch hitter will hit left here against Tommy Green.
Happy 90th today to Walter Hutt in Telford, Pennsylvania.
One strike to Junior Felix. Judge Alan Tereshko celebrating his 49th birthday. Birthday wishes from sons Nick and Sasha. Hard ground ball. Oh, off the glove of Kruk. You rarely see Kruk miss that ball, and Felix will end up at second base.
The ball was hit hard, but I believe Kruk will get an error. He was down there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. A rare error on the Krucker.
Sharply, and he was down there and didn't get the mid down. If he's hurting all those places, maybe it was a little hard to get it down there, but he catches those almost all the time.
Only the second error this year on Kruk puts a runner at second base and brings on Benito Santiago. Santiago hitting at .227. One strike to him. Let's pause for station identification on the Phils television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Back line drive hit to left field. Felix is going to hold at third, and the Marlins have runners at first and third and nobody out here in the second.
Hit it right off the end of the bat. Breaking ball. Phillies, Green in trouble again. Not all of his own doing in this inning, but nobody out. big out here, a big batter here, Walt Weiss. If you could get Weiss, you have the pitcher coming up next, which would give you maybe a little break. And he has to get Walt Weiss,
who is a good 8-hole hitter. He's hitting at .305, batting better left-handed than right, his switch hitter. 1 strike to him. 15th birthday wishes to Michael Snock, his brother Bobby, working his first year as a security guard in the super boxes here. Marlin runners first and third and nobody out.
The Honers, Alan Harriet in Westchester. 40th wedding anniversary today.
Fouled it straight back, and Green's ahead of Weiss. No balls and 2 strikes.
Golden wedding anniversary, Mr. and Mrs. Victor Mascio in Blackwood, New Jersey.
Marlins leading 1-0, threatening to score more here in the second. Oh, just missed.
Good idea. Pour that fastball inside hard. And he just was off the plate inside.
Tried to come in again, and he ripped it foul. Ball and 2 strikes. That kind of day here as we look at the Marlin bullpen. It's a scorcher. Bounces the breaking ball up there. 2-2.
Nice thing about having a big body like Pratt, you can just kind of fling it in front of the ball and lock him.
Aaron Dalton getting the day off today in the Phillies dugout. He'll probably play all 3 against Atlanta. Braves coming in tomorrow night with an off day on Thursday. Struck him out with a high fastball. First strikeout for Green, and that's a big one. 1 down here in the second. It'll bring on Charlie Huff. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. House hitting just .038.
I guess he'd be up there to bunt with that goofy play they like to use.
I don't think with 1 out he would be, no. Did not show bunt. 1 ball and no strikes. Huff lifetime is a better hitter than what he's shown this year. 182 lifetime, but he is 45 years of age. He has had 1 career home run while pitching for the Dodgers years ago. Fouled it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball and 2 strikes to Charlie Huff. Florida runners first and third with 1 out. Struck him out. 2 straight strikeouts for Tommy Green. 2 down here in the second. It'll bring up Chuck Carr.
Clutch pitching there by Tommy Green. No big deal striking out Huff, but Walt Weiss is a tough strikeout because he's a contact hitter.
Here's Carr. He flied out to shallow left his first time up. Missing. 1 ball and no strikes. Carr's been a better hitter right-handed than left. Low with it, 2-0. The balls and no strikes to Carr. Down and in, 3-0.
Like Green having some trouble with the mound on his follow through. He's kicking the ground out there and doing a little gardening. He was way out of sync on that follow through. He really didn't have much of a follow through. He didn't get through.
Walked Carr on 4 pitches to load the bases. First walk given up by Green. So the Marlins have them loaded here with 2 outs for Brett Barbary. Barbary singled and scored Florida's run his first time up. Good fastball, 1 strike to Barbary. Inside to him, 1-1. Tommy, we're only in the second inning, has already thrown 40 pitches. In the dirt.
Oh, hit him.
Barbary hit by a pitch ball that'll force in a run, and it's 2-0 Florida. Jim Fregosi is.
He's arguing that Barbary did not try to get out of the way of the pitch. He didn't try to get out of the way of the pitch before that almost hit him on the arm. I mean, in fact, he turned into that pitch, the previous pitch. And this one, he just kind of held his ground there in the dirt and let the ball hit him. Lose that argument. Here it is. He just turned into it, really.
Hit the tip of his toe, that front foot. Right there.
Yeah, he turned right into it.
So it's 2-0. Bases still loaded for Dave Magadan. Low with it. Short out by Morandini, and Green's out of this inning, but Florida gets another run. 1 run, it'll be unearned. 1 hit, 1 error, 3 men left. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0.
John Kruk and the Fightin' Phils will be on a mission when they host Terry Pendleton and the National League champion Atlanta Braves live from the Vet Tuesday on PHL 17. The Braves are on the warpath and looking to make their move in the National League West. But Lenny Dykstra and the Fightin' Phils are going to send these Southern boys back home on a trail of tears. Be there as the Phils scout the Braves Tuesday night at 7:30 only on PHL 17.
We play the Phillies on 17.
Phils Braves Tuesday at 7:30.
There are some things that money can't buy. Infiniti believes safety should be one of those things. That's why they're the only car company whose entire line includes standard, not only ABS and dual airbags, but automatic seatbelt pretensioners to help snug the belt around you as the airbags deploy. From their least expensive G20 to their most luxurious Q45. Would a visit to your Infiniti showroom be in order? I think that's safe to say.
This is $20,000. This is also $20,000. You'd take care of this, wouldn't you? You should take care of your car just as carefully. Bring it to Jiffy Lube, the only place with the experience of servicing 68 million cars. Considering that your car is worth thousands of dollars, experience counts.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
Any deodorant will do if you're at a standstill. But movers and shakers need the 24-hour power of Speed Stick Antiperspirant. It's 110% protection against wetness and odor. 110% protection from movers and shakers. Speed Stick.
David Justice, Deion Sanders, and the Atlanta Braves move in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, 7:35 games. Wednesday is Business Person Special number 2 at 12:35. 12:35, now 1:35. For tickets, just call 463-1000 as the Atlanta Braves come in for a 3-game series. Jim Eisenreich leads it off. Knuckleball for a strike to Eisenreich. Eisenreich's been a good lifetime hitter against Huff. 345 lifetime against the knuckleballer. Taps one to second. Barber, he throws out Eisenreich. 1 down. That'll bring up Todd Pratt. Pratt's hitting .200. He's only had 20 at bats, 4 hits. 3 of them have been extra base hits, 2 doubles and a home run.
There's that Kane Callis's present to his father. Father's Day. Cheese slices. I didn't realize you were such a big cheese man.
Yeah, I like that. Glove and ball. Basic Siggy. He cut out things from magazines that he knew Daddy likes.
He missed a couple, Harry.
Yeah. Knuckleball missing, 2-0. Birthday wishes to Bob Cabry today. Husband of the great Sheila. Our switchboard operator here. Three balls and no strikes to Pratt. Fastball he got over. Our best wishes for a speedy recovery to Franny Cunningham in the Nazareth Hospital. Full count. David Nagel from Atlantic City, 85 today. Fans are going into whistling for some reason. You know what that's
New
about. Linesman hasn't missed the call yet. 64th birthday wishes to James Weinold from Roxborough. Into left center field, and it is trapped by Conine. It'll be a base hit for Pratt. I think Carr might have given up on that ball too early. Carr looked like he might have been able to close the ground with his speed. Conine looked at Carr.
Looked for help. Was a trap, no question about that. Bruce Fleming right up there on top of the call. That ball did hang up in the air a long time.
So Pratt at first with a single. Phillies first hit off Huff, and that'll bring on Kim Baptiste, who's hitting at .308. Baptiste had to leave the game in the 8th inning last night with heat prostration, but he's fine today. Knuckleball for a strike. Brian and Maureen Gallagher birthday wishes today from Stratford, New Jersey. Knuckleball missed. Marlins lead 2-0. We're in the bottom of the second. And Baptiste missed the knuckleball. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
At age 45, Charlie Huff is eligible to draw his Major League Baseball pension plan.
That's right. Off the glove of Magadan. Threw to first, and that was a mistake because Pratt wasn't even halfway to second base. Pratt had to hold up to make sure the ball would not be caught on a fly, and Magadan would have had an easy out at second base.
Magadan didn't even look towards second because I guess when he missed the ball, he figured, well, the runner will be going, but Pratt was afraid of a line drive double play, so he was still very close to first. Well, he's got a break there.
An infield single for Baptiste, and the Phillies with 2 men on base and 1 out for Mickey Morandini. Morandini hitting at .236. 1 ball and no strikes. Mickey's slowly been moving that batting average up. He's hitting .293 in this month of June. This is the knuckleball, 1-1. Right back at Huff, might be a double play, and is. 1-6-3 on the double play. Second double play. The Marlins have turned behind Charlie, and for the Phils in the second, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. The end of 2-0 Florida.
Come see castles and knights, explore legends, be bold, conquer dragons, cross countries, hear tales being told. Adventures waiting, there's no time to waste. Come see, come conquer, there's only one place. Lore's Gardens, the nearby faraway place. Lore's Gardens, Williamsburg, come see, conquer.
The Phillies take on the West in 7 big games. First, 3 with the Dodgers, Monday, July 5th, Tuesday, July 6th, and Wednesday, July 7th, all at 7:35. Followed by 4 against the Giants with Bonds, Clark, and Williams. Thursday, July 8th, and Friday, July 9th at 7:35. Saturday, July 10th at 3 o'clock. And then all kids 14 and under get a free batting practice jersey Sunday, July 11th at 1:35. Call 463-1000.
People come in and say, why 5 grades of gasoline? I tell them offering only 3 grades would be like selling suits in small, medium, and large. Some people would get a good fit. Some could use a little tailoring. So if you want to know why we give you all these choices, think about the guy who needs a 41 long and picture him wearing a 39 short.
Today at 4 on PHL 17. Happy Father's Day from all of us at PHL 17.
Orestes Destrade will lead off for the Florida Marlins here in the third. Hit a sacrifice fly to knock in a run his first time up and chases a high fastball. 1 strike to Destrade. Marlins lead 2-0. We're in the third. Pops a foul coming back and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, he knew it. He was locked by it. Called out on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Tommy Green. Our trivia question of the afternoon. What pitcher holds the expansion season record for complete games? Complete games by a pitcher on an expansion team. Jeff Conine fly to deep center his first time up. He misses a good fastball. Phillies will have a tryout camp on Thursday, this coming Thursday at the University of Pennsylvania at 10 a.m. For all non-drafted players, if you're an American Legion player, you need permission from your post captain commander. Bring your shoes, spikes, and glove. Jack Pastore, Mage McDonald, Ken Holtsample, Joe Romano, and Rob Holliday. The evaluating talent at the University of Pennsylvania. Phillies tryout camp at 10 a.m. on Thursday. 0-2 to Conine with 1 out. Ball and 2 strikes. Just a little bit wide, 2-2. Foul back and out of play.
No wonder this Florida team is winning some games. They have a nice little ball club. They play strong defensive ball. Their pitching is pretty good. Their closer is excellent. But they have not a bad lineup.
58% of their games have been decided by 2 or fewer runs, so they have been in just about every game they've played all year. Chased a low pitch, struck him out. That's 4 strikeouts for Tita Green. 2 down here in the third.
Outside of their leadoff hitter, they don't have much speed. Chuck Carr, of course.
Brian Harvey showing how he throws the forkball to Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman, a young setup man. Harvey's got a good fastball to go along with that forkball.
He's only blown 1 save opportunity.
Junior Felix was safe on an error his first time up. Matt Williams of the Giants had a pretty good night's work last night, didn't he?
6 RBIs.
Giants now lead National League West by 7.5 over Atlanta. This Wednesday, speaking of Atlanta, they'll be here for the business person special at 12:35. Day compliments of Bellum PSFS. So plan to take the afternoon off and enjoy the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. For tickets, call 463-1000. Beats the ball to John Kruk. Kruk will make the play himself. That'll retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom half of the third. 2-0 Florida.
First, Roy Rogers introduced their juicy bacon cheeseburger on sourdough bread. Then they introduced Roy's real roast beef on sourdough bread. And now there's Roy's great tasting sourdough grilled chicken sandwich with Monterey Jack cheese and Hellman's Dijonnaise. Yep. Looks like Roy's sandwiches are really on a roll.
I thought you said they were on sourdough bread.
I did.
He said roll.
Yeah, roll. That's what he said. You see that? I was right.
Roll bread.
What do you mean roll bread? There's no such thing as a roll.
Roy Rogers.
Yo, Phillies fans, here's the pitch. You, the Phillies, San Diego. It's the Jiffy Lube Coca-Cola Phillies road trip. Go to Jiffy Lube and you could win an all-expense-paid trip for 4 to the Phillies-Padres game in sunny San Diego. Round-trip airfare, deluxe hotel accommodations, and meals are all included. But hey, you can't win if you don't enter at any participating Jiffy Lube before June 30th.
Budweiser and the Phillies are celebrating the 4th of July holiday weekend with the Bud Summer Baseball Bash. It's a special tent party outside Veterans Stadium on Monday, July 5th before the Phillies-Dodgers game. Right now, be the 17th caller to 1-800-432-1745 and win 4 tickets to the party and the game. You'll join us for food, music, and surprises, and then watch the Phillies play the Dodgers. It's the Bud Summer Baseball Bash with Budweiser and the Phils. So bring on the Dodgers and bring on the Bud.
This afternoon's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, to remind you friends know when to say when. By your local Dodge dealers, come in today because we know how to help. And by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages, no other book can match it, a Bell Atlantic company. Tommy Green leads off for the Phillies. Green is hitting at 156, but lifetime he's over the 200 mark, a 201 career hitter. He has hit 3 career home runs. 1-0.
See, Greg Garber, Gene Garber's son, won the state championship game, Harry, at Williamsport.
Boy, he's a fine-looking pitcher. From Elizabethtown, congratulations to Greg and Gino.
Greg won 7 of 8 of their playoff wins. They used him a little bit.
Yeah. Our trivia question of the afternoon, what pitcher holds the expansion season record for complete games?
Probably that Clay Kirby.
I don't see how you could say that when that Preston Gomez took him out when he was pitching a no-hitter.
Well, I know it, but he was there. He was a good pitcher.
Yeah, he was. No, actually, it's co-held by 2 of your teammates.
I find that very hard to believe.
Oh. Call that a strike. Tommy was ready to go to first base.
A little outside.
And low. Winters is giving Huff a low knuckleball. Smokes that ball into left field for a hit. So Tommy Green is a leadoff base runner. That'll bring on Lenny Dykstra.
Tommy'd rather have that than a walk anyway. He loves to get his base hits. That was up and away. That might have been a ball. Fastball. He ripped it.
Pitchers were pitching a lot more complete games in those years than they are now. But 2 of your teammates on the 62 Mets had 13 complete games.
Roger Craig and Al Jackson.
Al Jackson is close. Craig is one of them. Jackson had 12. But Roger Craig had 13 along with one other pitcher.
Jay Hook.
Jay Hook is correct. 13 complete games. Well, that's quite a few.
It's quite a few considering that he didn't win near that many.
2 balls and no strikes to Dykstra.
Casey had no bullpen at all, so he didn't go to his bullpen too often.
He had that Yaley in his bullpen, didn't he? Ken McKenzie?
Ken McKenzie, who he told one day, Ken, a graduate of Yale, and Ken was in there to just face the Cardinals, bases loaded, nobody out. He says to Ken McKenzie, he said, just pretend they're the Harvards.
Guess he went on to get out of that bases loaded jam.
Lou Brock was not a Harvard. He hit a grand slam home run, and he hit it in the center field bleachers over there. I think it's only been done 3 times. They must have had some good hitters at Harvard.
3-1 the count to Lenny Dykstra. He's aboard with a walk, and the Phillies have 2 men on base. That's the 3rd walk given up by Huff. It will bring up Mariano Duncan, who lined into a double play, his first time up.
I want to thank Bill Bailey of Parksburg, PA, for sending up some handcrafted utensils. Bill made a good walking stick for me a few years ago.
Two men on base and nobody out. Oh, pops up the bunt try and it trickles foul.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been caught.
Yeah.
Maybe about 5 years ago, Charlie Huff might have caught that ball.
5 years ago when he was only 40.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a bad idea by Duncan. You know, you can't bunt that knuckleball because it breaks down all the time. You just take the barrel of the bat, get above it, and follow it down. But that one was up. That was kind of a hanger.
1 strike to Duncan. Full swing, ground sharply, foul. Hit it hard, but foul. Tommy Green is the runner at second. Lenny Dykstra at first. Nobody out here in the third. Florida leading at 2-0. Hit him with an 0-2 knuckleball, and Huff certainly didn't want to do that. Had him buried in the count and hit him with an 0-2 knuckler. So the bases are loaded.
Had him buried and possessing a pitch, a strikeout pitch in the knuckler.
So they're loaded for the Crucker, who walked his first time up. Nobody out here in the third.
These handcrafted utensils, Harry, are spoon wind chimes.
Hang them out in your back porch, Whitey.
Very nice. Bill Bailey and Son in Parksburg.
Bases loaded, nobody out for the Crucker.
Ooh.
That almost hit him. Wonder if the real warm weather has anything to do with gripping of a knuckleball. I would expect your hands are really sweaty and perspiring, and slippery, whether you'd be able to get those fingernails on the ball the way you normally do or not. Fly ball to left, should be deep enough to score. Well, I don't know. Tommy Green's the runner. They're not going to try it. So Kruk is out on a fly ball to left field with pitcher Tommy Green as the runner at third. Larry Boa with Pete Incaviglia coming up decided not to try it.
Kruk very disappointed in himself in that at bat. There are a lot of positive things he could have done there and didn't really do any of them. And he won't like that at all. He's a very productive hitter. Got nothing out of it.
So it's up to Incaviglia to pick up Kruk. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up.
Phillies have to get something out of this inning.
Atlanta's leading Montreal 3-0 in the third at Olympic Stadium behind Tom Glavine.
Expos are 11 games back of the Phillies. There's a good eye there. There was that knuckleball that drops quickly, and Incaviglia laid off.
Got the knuckler over. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Almost the same pitch. Incaviglia thought it dropped low.
Bouncing foul down the third base side. Up ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Nobody's going to score on this one. Junior Felix calls off Barbary. So that is 2 outs. The ball gets loose, and here comes Tommy Green to score. What a break for the Phillies. I mean, Huff could see his way out of this bases loaded no-out jab, and then errant play by Florida literally gives the Phillies a run. Nobody was going to go anywhere. All they had to do was lob the ball back in.
Well, Felix was really shaky after catching the ball. Now here's his throw. Bounces away from Destrade, who, you know, it was kind of a routine play. It wasn't even thrown hard. That'd be an error, I believe, on Destrade.
Going to be either on Destrade or Felix, and the batter will be Jim Eisenreich. So it's a 2-1 ball game as Florida hands the Phillies one, and the batter is. It will be on Destrade. 1 strike to Eisenreich.
Now that's an expansion club error, but not by this club. They don't make those kind of errors. Club executes very well, but they sure messed that one up.
1 ball and 1 strike. Well, with it 2-1. Just the 56th error for Florida. They've committed 1 fewer than the Phillies. Two balls and a strike. Into left field, Conine there makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies get an unearned run. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 very costly error, and 2 men left. Andy Musser and Chris Wheeler come your way in the 4th. At the end of 3, it's 2-1 Florida.
Mark your calendar and clear your schedule. The Phillies play the pitching powerful Atlanta Braves Monday, June 21st and Tuesday, June 22nd, both at 7:35, followed by an always popular business person special Wednesday afternoon, June 23rd at 12:35. Reserve your tickets by phone. Call 463-1000.
Let's say you want a well-equipped 6-passenger car for under $13,000. Look into Dodge Spirit. With the right package, you can get one with options like air conditioning, speed control, and more. And right now, you'll get it all with at least $1,000 cash back, making it the lowest priced 6-passenger car you can buy for only $12,625. Meaning whether you buy, lease, or just want to look, Spirit is a logical choice. See your nearest Dodge dealer today. We know how to help.
We have another double fireworks display for you this year coming up Friday, July 2nd, 4:35 after a doubleheader with the Padres, and again Saturday the 3rd after a 7:05 game. Gigantic aerial displays put to music following the games, and both nights are compliments of Mellon PSFS. Don't wait to order your tickets. Do it now. Stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets, or call 463-1000. The 4th inning, it's now a 1-run ball game, and Santiago leads it off for the Marlins. He has a hit today, a single to left field. Santiago is going to earn his money on a day like this, blocking all those pitches, those knuckleballs from Charlie Huff. Speaking of earning his money, how about Tommy Green back on the mound? Wheels, when you're a pitcher, you usually think you're going to get a half inning off. He was on base that entire half inning.
Yeah, he was on there a long time, and he wound up scoring that one gift run that the Phillies got. They had a chance to really bust it open in the inning, and were lucky to get one out of it.
It is an unearned run, but the Phillies take it and trail 2-1. Retaining their record, by the way, as the only National League team not to have been shut out this year. Two balls and 2 strikes on Santiago. It is the bottom third of the order. He'll be followed by Weiss and Huff.
See how Green pitches in this inning after being on the bases, because he started to throw the ball last inning. He wasn't in the first 2 innings. He was just feeling for it out there. Had real good velocity and a good breaking ball in the 3rd inning.
Started to get it together in the 2nd, really, when he had a couple of strikeouts, but last inning was his strongest yet. He's high, and it's a full count on Santiago. Santiago's a tough guy to walk, though. His strike zone is what you would call expanded.
Yeah, he's a wild swinger, this guy.
He wouldn't go for that one. And Tommy has issued his 2nd free pass. And here's Walt Weiss. Tommy struck him out the first time they matched up today. Weiss, a good-looking player. It's interesting to see guys that you haven't seen before. Here's a guy that we've been reading about for years and years, and of course he was on a championship A's team, but the Phillies never played him because the A's always trained out west.
And the one reason that he's here is because he was so injury prone with Oakland. He had a lot of seasons where he was hurt, and when he's healthy, he's a good ball player, as you can see this weekend here.
Rips it foul out of play. They are waiving the on-deck rule for the pitcher today, Wills. I just made that up, but Charlie Huff is not out there, and can you blame him? No.
Yeah, let him stay in the dugout.
Charlie's smarter than that. He's got his bat. He's ready to go, but why go out in the sunshine? One strike to count on Weiss. Line drive, base hit to right field. You know, he hasn't gone more than 2 games all year without a hit. Now he's had hits in the last 2 games after missing in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, and it continues to be a struggle for Tommy Green. The last 3 starts now, he just has not been sharp. He makes a bad pitch to Walt Weiss, a fastball right out over the plate. What he's trying to do there is sink it down and away, see if he can get him to hook the ball into a double play, but he put it right up for him, and now Huff will be up there to try and butt the runners along.
Charlie has sacrificed successfully 3 times this year. He struck out first time up. Takes a called strike. He didn't offer it that, but it was across the plate.
He's going to want to try and make Batiste the third baseman or the pitcher field the ball, because Kruk is right on him. Kruk's a good thrower. Batiste is retreating. if the ball were to be bunted towards Kruk, and they could get a force out at third.
And that's Cookie Rojas giving the sign that everybody in the ballpark knows how to read, if not the sign, at least the intent of it. Well, he made the pitcher field it, and Tommy's got to play there. Back to first, skids the throw, double play.
That was the idea. The Phillies were keeping Batiste back so that the ball was bunted hard near Tommy Green. He has a chance to go to third. And then if it was bunted at Kruk, Batiste would have been back to get the force at third. They get 2 out of it, though, because Huff bunts the ball real hard. Tommy Green, in a hurry, throws it to third. Now, Batiste has to make one of those throws where you can't really use your legs. And it's a tough throw for an infielder. You really can't stride on that. So he bounces it. And Kruk gets it on the hop. He used the turf on purpose.
Had the right guy going to first in Huff. He got him easily. So the Marlins are left with Weiss at second and 2 outs. And here is Chuck Carr, who has popped to second and walked. Foul tip, strike 1 on Carr.
Happy birthday today, number 59, to Ernie Armstrong.
Phillies in the outfield play Carr the opposite way. At least they do as far as Dykstra is concerned. The right fielder Eisenreich pretty much plays him straight away, so there's a big gap in right center.
Well, you can see the way he swings the bat. He's a natural right-handed hitter. He's a lot stronger right-handed. Left-handed, he slaps at it and just tries to put it in play and uses great speed.
It's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Weiss at second. There are 2 outs. Each team with an unearned run today. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chuck Carr, who first made his appearance in the major league with the New York Mets.
Carr's the kind of hitter that a guy like Green should be able to jam because he's not real quick left-handed. You know, you don't necessarily, just because you you play a guy away, this kind of hitter, you don't necessarily always just throw the ball out there for him to work it that way. Sometimes you can get him leaning. He can jam a hitter like Carr. That's what he just tried to do then.
Carr gets his bat out on that one and sends a fly to center, but Dykstra should get it. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the last of the 4th. 2-1 Florida.
On the next Renegade.
The law around here?
Hell no. I rob banks.
Reno turns to a self-styled desperado to rope in a cowboy crime lord.
Split the bounty 50-50. You and this refugee from a bad western.
I want Dad Meacham behind bars, and this kid is the only person I could use to get me close enough to him.
Now, dirty dealing could cost him his life.
I want that damn bounty hunter dead.
On Renegade. Tonight at 7 on PHL 17.
If you want a roomy, comfortable V6-powered family van, and you want a double bonus discount on your new van, then see your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during Ford Truck Month. With a double bonus discount and cash back, you can now save $2,900 on Aerostar. Plus, you get 7 passenger seating and more towing capacity than Dodge Caravan. Hurry, Ford Truck Month. Ends soon. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
You better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck.
Dear Midas customers, nobody has a better choice of guaranteed mufflers to fit your car or your budget. And right now at Midas, you get a free lube, oil, and filter change when you purchase our premium Midas muffler that's guaranteed for as long as you own your car. Yes, a free lube, oil, and filter change that makes these great value mufflers even a better value. That's the Midas way, the way it should be.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the American League this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays are looking for their 6th win in a row, trail Boston 2-0 in the 4th. In Detroit, they got delayed due to rain, and they're now just in the 1st inning. In the 3rd inning, it's 2-1 Cleveland over Baltimore. Yankees lead Minnesota 4-0 in the 3rd. Late starts in Anaheim, Oakland, and Seattle. It's 2-1 Marlins. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Andy Musser and Chris Wheeler.
Okay, Neil, and Todd Pratt will hope to get something underway for the Phillies. He does have a hit today and takes a called strike. Pratt singled out in the left center his first time up, hiking his average to 238. High fly ball, but it will not go very far. Carr makes the call. Wind is helping. And look at that. That was a lot more shallow than that when Carr started out after it. Anyway, Pratt is out, 1 down. Kim Batiste will come to the plate. Kim is 1 for 1 today, an infield single to the backhand of Magadan at third.
Send best wishes along to Peggy Fleming, not the ice skater, but the cookie lady, who's not feeling well, but her husband met him outside today. Ted, and he sent some goodies up to the booth, and we thank him and hope Peggy's feeling better real soon.
Batiste at 316. Kim was telling me before the game that when he ran down to first last night, that last time up, he said there was no air.
Yeah, glad that's what it was, too, because first thought had to be that he blew another tire because he's had so many troubles with his hamstring. Then he was leaning over like that.
But it's interesting, if a young man like Kim Batiste can suffer in this kind of weather, what in the world happens to older people if they exert it all in these kind of temperatures? Like that guy. 45-year-old Charlie Huff. Fly ball right field. Felix, he's right there.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of exertion, at least, with that butterfly he flips up there all the time. But it is amazing that Charlie Huff is still pitching, and he's pitching because of the knuckleball.
Morandini. And Charlie's a good fielder. Mickey knows it because he hit a ball back to the mound first time, and Charlie started the double play, throwing it back to the shortstop Weiss.
Knuckleballers have to be good fielders. They have to be able to hold runners on.
Into center. Carr didn't know what to do. He gave up on that ball and then started again. And the second time's the charm for Carr. Phillies go in order, and at the end of 4, 2-1 Florida.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Before our children can carry on some of our most fundamental values, they must first understand them. And we can't think of a better reason to support education. Mellon, PSFS.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
And let's check how they scored. A sacrifice fly in the first inning by Oreste Destrade, 1-0 Florida. Then Brett Barbary hit with a pitch with the bases loaded, 2-0. And then an error by the first baseman Destrade allows Tommy Green to score. Now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Fifth inning, and Barbary is leading it off. He's had an active day. He has singled and scored and picked up an RBI when he was hit by that pitch that Wills was talking about. Green gets it over, and it's 0-2 on Barbary. Barbary, Magadan, and Destrade to bat in the fifth. Called third strike. Green's fifth strikeout starts the inning.
Barbary knew it, too. He just kind of froze on that fastball. This is Tommy Green trying it. Now he's getting the ball down. That's where he wanted to throw the pitch to Weiss that he hit for a base hit.
Magadan, 1 for 2, has missed the last 2 games in this series, I should say, with an arm problem. We knew Magadan would probably be there in today when we saw him out there last night warming up the pitcher between innings. How much of an arm problem can you have if you're warming up the pitcher?
And they told us the other day that they wanted him to get 2 days off if they possibly could to rest that elbow. And they got him through 2 games, so he's out here playing today. Magadan gives him a good, solid major league player in their lineup.
Jammed him. 0-2 on Magadan. He's always been a guy who has a good eye. He's up in the league leaders, among the league leaders in walks again this year. And it's obvious that although he played a lot of first base in recent seasons, he did not forget how to play third. He's been pretty good out there. Looper right past Tommy's shoulder, picked up by Dunk. High throw, but out at first. Nice play.
It's just a little humpback liner that goes right past Tommy Green. He doesn't even flag it. He lets it go. And Duncan on the run with a little short hop. Magadan doesn't run well, so he got him easily.
Sunday, July 4th, an 8:05 game with the Padres. A special Sunday game time and a special free gift for all fans 14 and under. An official-looking Phillies batting helmet with the Phillies P on the front. Here's the number for your tickets, 463-1000. Low to Destrade. He has an RBI today on a sacrifice fly, and he struck out the last time up.
That game will be at 8:05.
High pop, it's foul, out of play.
I have to send congratulations, best wishes along to Monsignor Ed Corda. Got a note from the parishioners of St. Gregory's in Magnolia, New Jersey. He's celebrating his 44th year in the priesthood.
Bouncer down the first base side, foul. It's 1-2 on Destrade, who hit a home run against the Phillies here last night.
Probably a lot of 6 o'clock masses for him. Served a few of those in my days.
But none lately, we might add.
No, I think the altar boy days ended about age 12, I think it was.
How about attending them?
Well, once in a while.
The 1-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up. It's fouled back out of play. Pratt didn't see that one right away, but it was back behind him. Well, Wheels, you got to say that even though Tommy has appeared to struggle a little bit at times today, it's better than either of his last 2 starts.
Well, he started to throw the ball well in the 3rd inning. And hopefully he can maintain it. He's down with his fastball. He has good velocity with it. And he has a very good breaking ball right now. And his location's good. Whereas in the first 2 innings, he was all over the place.
There's a solid smash to the alley in right center field, carrying well, and it is a home run for Destrade, his second in as many days. 3-1 Florida.
Well, just after we say that, he makes a mistake. Got that ball right in the wheelhouse for Destrade, and he's strong and didn't miss it.
Number 7 for Destrade, and as we say, his second in 2 games.
Well, watch where this pitch is. You see why he got hurt. As opposed to the ball being down, he got that one up, above the knees, near the belt, and he knew it as soon as it went off the bat. It was a bolt.
And with this warm weather here and the way the ball carries, no doubt about it. Conine the hitter, and he takes strike 1. Conine has flied to center and struck out. Green has not been homer plagued this year. That's only the 5th home run given up by Tommy. Destrade was a bomber in Japan the last couple of years. Well, Destrade hit 154 home runs in 3.5 seasons there.
Yeah, and he wasn't hitting many early in the season. And he started to hit a few more. Obviously, he likes this ballpark.
Look out.
It hit his bat, didn't it?
Apparently not.
Sure sounded like it.
That's the 3rd batter hit in this ball game. Tommy has hit 2 of them. The other batter that Tommy hit was Barbary.
Boy, this must have hit some bone to make that sound. I guess he didn't get the bat out of the way. The Phillies don't have to worry too much about getting hit right now by Huff.
Well, if they did, it wouldn't hurt.
No, not that much.
Pause here for station identification. This is the Phillies Television Network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Andy Musser with Chris Wheeler at Veterans Stadium. It's 3-1 Florida. As Felix is the hitter, he's 0 for 2 today, reaching on an error and scoring 1 run.
This Florida ball club knows they have a chance to beat you if they're ahead late in the game because of Brian Harvey. Well, they have a 3-1 lead here in the 5th, still a long way to go, but they get to the 8th or 9th, and Brian Harvey comes in the ball game. He doesn't give up much. In fact, he has a long streak now of retiring hitters consecutively.
Outside of ball, it's an interesting topic, too, because a lot of people felt that he would be too much of a luxury for an expansion team to afford. But it really hasn't turned out that way. In fact, it's been just the opposite.
There he is, sitting out in the bullpen.
He was available simply because he had come off arm surgery and because of a high contract. Felix chases a high pitch.
Well, Rene Latchman's theory on it was that he wanted to have him on his ball club because he felt that it would give the rest of the club confidence. Whereas the Colorado ball club knows if it's late in the game, they have a heck of a chance to lose. These guys know if they're late in the ball game, they're going to probably beat a team. There he is with Doug Rader.
Felix chases another one. Tommy Green gets strikeout number 6 to end the inning, but the Marlins get a run on the homer by Destrade, the only hit. 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom half, and it's 3-1 Florida.
It looks like the coach is really mad now.
Look at you. You're dull. You're rusty. I've seen you outperformed in the rain, the snow. You haven't had one good season yet.
It's going to be different. You're going to get tough. Rust tough.
You know why? Because Rust Tough has a unique fast-drying formula with rust inhibitors that form a tough, hard-nosed defense against rust. Look at you now. You're tough. You're going to shine.
No runs, no drips, no... Got rust? Get tough. Rust Tough.
Can I borrow your TV screen? This is what happens with a typical luxury car in a panic stop. About 2 tons of weight dives to the front. But this is what happens with an Infiniti Q45A. The world's first full active suspension helps you stay level and controlled. How? I'd have to mess up your screen a lot. Visit your Infiniti showroom for a guest drive.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
It says a Belle of Pennsylvania on the front.
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell the genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine Belle of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Ford. Stop in today during Truck Month at your local Quality Plus Ford dealer and test drive the new Ford Explorer. AT&T, because you're not the same as everybody else, there's the I-Plan. And by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide Insurance agent in Doylestown is Michael Ricci. Bottom of the 5th, Phillies trail 3-1, and Tommy Green, who has scored the lone Phillies run, leads it off. Tommy got a leadoff single to start the 3rd. Green batting at 182.
Phillies with just 1 run in this game, and they're fortunate to have it.
Yeah, it was gift wrapped. Ooh. And Tommy pokes one to deep left field. Caught on the warning track by Conine. A little too much hang time for that, baby.
Far he had to go for that, too. It was just so high. The Conine, who was playing very shallow, We can pick up where Conine is. A hanging knuckleball. But we're going to get him when he catches the ball. I mean, he had a long, long run for this ball and just caught it at the wall.
Tommy, who has 3 lifetime home runs all off left-handers, nearly had his first one off a righty. Here is Dykstra. Lenny has walked both times up today, has yet to score a run. As you know, he leads the league in that category and has scored in 14 straight. Nobody keeps records on how many, what the record is for scoring in consecutive games, but since '82, according to Jason Stark in the Inquirer today, the highest streak is 16 in a row by Paul Molitor. He did it in '87. Well, Lenny's only 2 away from that. It's an amazing streak, though. You consider that twice he got on today, and neither time were they able to get him around. Strike. 1-2.
Well, he's had a real good approach to Huff today with that knuckleball to try and make him throw it for a strike. For the most part, that pitch is out of the strike zone.
Foul back. Charlie Huff does not have a strikeout today. He has walked 3. He walked only 1, Phil, in 4 innings in his last start against them in Florida. Outside. 2-2.
Send congratulations along to Jimmy Fry after graduating from Perkiomen Valley High School, class of '93. He was in Lenny Dykstra's video. That came from the Fry family. Their daughter Jeannie was a right field ball girl here a couple years ago.
Inside. Full count on Lenny. He was behind in the count here, and he's worked it full again. Now Huff knows he has to throw a strike. Will he get a fastball, Wheels?
I don't think he'll throw him a fastball. Although Huff's thrown more today than most knuckleballers throw.
It was a fastball, but it's ball 4. Lenny walks for the 3rd straight time.
Hey, well, that takes great concentration by Lenny Dykstra, too, and not to be over anxious when he sees a fastball from Charlie Huff. I guess Huff figured he has a 3-1 lead. If it was a 1-run game, he's not going to give him a fastball. If he hits it out, okay, I still have a 1-run lead.
Lenny at first with 1 out. Here's Mariano Duncan, who lined into a double play and was hit by a pitch. Dunk, a great daytime hitter. How many times have we had him on our post-game show on Sundays? He's a .340 daytime hitter.
He's hit a couple balls hard today. The line drive to second. Barbary playing him way over near second base. That's how he was able to snare that liner in the 1st inning when it looked like it might be a base hit.
Runner goes. Here's Santiago's throw. Stolen base for Lenny, number 19.
Well, Lenny Dykstra was going to run sooner or later on Huff because you can really steal on a knuckleballer. Santiago makes an unbelievably strong throw without even standing up. Look at him. How can he do that? Throws it from his knees. It's a little high. Dykstra steals the base. Amazing velocity on the throw from your knees.
He's always done that. His snap throws behind runners, particularly those down to first base, are just incredibly quick. Look at Lenny's souvenir of his day's work, huh?
Yeah, well, the perspiration now is mud when that dirt hits it.
1 strike, the count on Duncan. Bouncer on the right side. Barbary plays it into an out. 2 outs in the inning, and Dykstra goes to 3rd. John Kruk will bat.
Happy birthday today to Mark Young Jr. of Fallcroft from his Uncle Roy on the ground crew. One thing the Phillies have done really well this year and why they've been so good is scoring 2-out runs. You know, in situations like this where they're playing catch-up all day today, and you have to kind of chip away. And they're only 2 runs down at 3-1, and picking up 2-out runs is really important.
Today, Kruk has walked and flied to left. You talk about Dykstra scoring runs in 14 straight. Obviously, it's not something he can do himself. It's something that has to be shared credit-wise with his teammates. And let's see if Kruk can drive him in here and keep the record going.
Kruk had a poor at-bat last time. was upset at himself. Bases loaded, nobody out, and hit the weak fly ball to left off the end of the bat. Phillies had a shot to really get Huff in that inning and wound up with just one.
Pitch is low and inside. We have a man in the booth here with great theater. Yesterday, a fellow named Kent DeColvey realized which team should win that ball game, and he made it happen.
He didn't cough up a whole lot of games in a Pirate uniform in this ballpark. There he is, but he did yesterday.
Unfortunately, look at him playing with the arm.
Yeah.
Now that hurts, doesn't it, T? It hurts, yeah. That hurts.
Just so his golf swing's all right, Andy.
You know, you interrupted me in the middle of what I was working on there, Wills. I was saying, you know, he has great theater, and he wanted to make sure that the right team won yesterday. Unfortunately, he was not on that team.
Hey, he coughed the game up. He was trying to let Mike Schmidt hit a home run, and Schmidt took him back through the middle instead. Said, I can't throw it that straight that often.
A little pop-up. This is going to be caught by Magadan. And that brings the inning to a close.
3-0 pitch, too, and Kruk really upset at himself for that swing. 3-0.
No runs, no hits, and one left. And through 5, it's 3-1 Florida.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
What would you do with $2,100?
I'd look into summer camp.
Buy an Accord DX over a Camry DX and you'll save some money, as well as your sanity. Visit your Tri-State Honda dealer today. The smart way to go. What would you do with $3,800?
I'd take my little princess to Paris. Would you like that, princess?
Buy an Accord DX over a Taurus GL and you'll save the money to get there.
Yeah.
Visit your Tri-State Honda dealer today. The smart way to go.
Back here at Veterans Stadium, let's check out the pitcher's numbers after 5 today. And Charlie Huff would not be pleased with the number of walks that he has issued. That has hurt him. And, of course, he does not have a strikeout. Greeny has 6. But the scoreboard lead belongs to Florida 3-1, and that's the key.
Fanatic just got Cookie Rojas with one of those high-powered squirt guns. Cookie's down there wiping off his glasses at third. Probably kind of like that water on him, though.
Yeah. Probably feels pretty good today. 90 degrees here at game time this afternoon, and I don't believe it's cooled off a whole lot. Santiago to lead it off in the 6th. Jam job, and he fouls it. Tommy has not been able to retire Santiago today. He has singled and walked. Oh, here it is.
Crowd loved it.
There's a guy that's got to take it slow on a day like this. Whatever you're wearing and you think it's hot, how about wearing that?
It weighs about, I think Raymond says it weighs like 40 or 50 pounds, that equipment. They're going to, well, his girlfriend's going to be out here later today in the 7th inning, so they're going to do that. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Phyllis. Phyllis Fanatic. Well, she's not Fanatic yet. They aren't married.
Outside, 1-2 on Santiago, bottom 3rd of the order. Only in the 3rd inning did Green put the Marlins down 1-2-3. 2-2.
I think he has good stuff today, though. The last couple times out, he's been kind of marginal. Today, as I said, he struggled early, but since then, even though he got hurt by Estrada last inning, it looks like he's throwing the ball well today. He's not tentative the way he was in those other 2 starts.
Here's a pop-up that should be caught. Kruk coming over. Very steady on foul pop-ups, and Santiago is out.
Well, Kruk had a 3-0 knuckleball here. Here's Charlie Huff setting up the knuckleball. Kruk with a 3-0 pitch, and he'll swing 3-0 quite a bit. There you see him. The knuckleball, of course, is thrown with the fingertips, and it danced away from Kruk, and he hit that little weak pop-up to the left side on a 3-0 pitch, which made it twice as frustrating for him.
Stepping in is Walt Weiss. He is struck out and singled to right field. Jammed, and Pratt took the brunt of that foul ball coming back. 1 strike. Weiss a good player. Marlins have a real good double play combination.
They exactly, Andy. They're pretty strong up the middle. I mean, Santiago's good behind the plate. This Carr can run the ball down in center field. And as you mentioned, the double play combination is good, so that really helps them.
1 ball and 1 strike on Weiss, and Charlie Huff is even out on deck this time. Well, that's 100 pitches for Tommy Green today.
And we're only in the 6th inning.
Talking with Larry Anderson on the pregame show today, and asked Larry if he'd be ready for some action today. He said, let's go. Low 2-1. You were talking about Tommy Green. You know, Wills, when he has decent stuff, he knows it, of course, and he works at a quicker pace. When he doesn't have as good stuff is when he fiddles around out there, and it looks like he didn't want to throw the ball.
That's the way he was in the first couple innings. When he gets men on base, he's totally different. And when he's getting people out, he works fast, and that's when he has his best stuff.
If you'll remember last year when he was trying to pitch through some injuries, he was like that all the time out there, and of course you can't blame him. That's a foul ball. Still 2-2 on Weiss. Green doesn't like that ball. He'll ask for another one. We have a sellout crowd at Veterans Stadium today. The first time in the history of the Vet that there were 2 advanced sellouts. We had an advanced sellout on opening day.
See the baseball caps they gave away today to the men.
He went. That's a strikeout. Tommy's 7th strikeout.
I mean, you know he's throwing the ball well when he has 7 strikeouts. And that was a hard breaking ball that Weiss tried to check on and can't. It's a very good Tommy Green hard slider.
Sunday, the 11th of July, 1:35, Phillies and the Giants. A brand new exciting item for children 14 and under, a red mesh jersey. It looks just like the Phillies batting practice jerseys. This gift compliments of Modell Sporting Goods. For your tickets, call 463-1000. 1-1 on Charlie, who has struck out and bunted into a double play. That was a big play for the Phils in the 4th. Fastball 1-2 on Huff, who had 13 years between hits. He got a hit earlier this year off Tim Scott, June 4th. And the last one was, as I say, 13 years ago, back in 1980. Charlie says that long drought cost him his bat contract.
He should not get a hit off Tommy Green.
Three and 2. His best hope now is to get a walk off Tommy. But he swings and pops it up. Pratt coming over.
Look out.
Kruk calls him off. And a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 Florida.
This is our latest American Express card application display, and we're pretty excited about it. Excuse me, sir. Would you like an application for the American Express card? The card with no interest charges.
As a matter of fact, I would.
Just be a second. Bear with me. In the meantime, look for this display and take one. I know this works. works. It's very cute. It's a little me with the application. You just got to go through the song. In the meantime, if you want an American Express card, look for this display and take one. You know, the great thing about this American Express card application display is you get involved with it. You all love the song, don't you? Believe me, when this thing opens, and it will open, it'll put a smile on your face. In the meantime, look for this display and take one.
Our values are changing these days. People are reconsidering what to do with their money. And while just about everyone else is trying to sell you a $15,000 automobile with some interesting standard features, we'd like you to consider an automobile from under $7,000 with some interesting options on what to do with the rest of your money. The Excel from Hyundai. Cars that make sense.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. McDonald's, what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Hyundai, cars that make sense. David West with his family prior to the ball game today. Father's Day promotion here at Veterans Stadium, and that's David's dad. Well, the Phillies are short by a couple of runs, and as Wheels pointed out earlier, the later you get, the closer you get to Brian Harvey time. Incaviglia leads it off. Pete is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Floater is inside, ball 1.
Have a big overshift on for Incaviglia. Second baseman Barbary over near the bag, and Magadan, the third baseman, well over towards the line. See that? They figure that with a knuckleball that Incaviglia's got a heck of a chance to pull it.
He'll either not hit it at all, or if he does, he'll pull it. Charlie Huff has worked 7 innings in his last 5 starts. That catches the corner, according to Winters, but not according to many of the fans.
And they're kind of working off Incaviglia's reaction, too. Oh, man, that's
see
bad.
what the point is, don't you?
Yeah, that's outside.
Another one.
Tough pitch for an umpire, too, huh?
Now Inky's going to confront him directly, but gently.
Well, you get 2 pitches like that called on you, and you have a real tendency to chase a third.
Got it on the handle of the bat. Weiss takes charge. Neither one of the outfielders was very aggressive about getting that, so Weiss, the shortstop, took charge.
I don't know what Carr was doing. That's his ball all the way, the center fielder. Sandy said neither took charge because it's not Conine's ball. It certainly isn't Weiss's ball. And Carr was just checking it out. Here's a knuckleball right here. And Incaviglia kind of jams himself, because you don't get jammed by a knuckleball pitcher. What a play that was by Weiss. How far he went for that.
It was. Eisenreich loops one to Carr. Takes a circular route. Has it bounce over his head, but Conine is there. Here's the play to second. Ball bounces free. Eisenreich, however, stays at second base. That'll be a double, but that should have been caught by Carr, I think.
Yeah, he ran it down and out for that one. Renee Matchman takes a look out there and does something to his lineup card, but it was played poorly by the center fielder. 2 balls in a row.
That gives Eisenreich a 10-game hitting streak. It is scored as a double, but Carr took a little scenic route there.
Right, Andy. Well, at that point where we picked the replay up, it was over for Carr, because he had already broken back and then circled the ball.
Now the hitter is Pratt. Phillies trail 3-1, have the tying run at the plate. Todd 1 for 2, a single. Knuckler inside, ball 1.
You can see the hitters just trying to make themselves wait. And it's so hard to hit knuckleball pitcher and wait that long, because as a major league hitter, you're used to getting that trigger started quickly, because you have to.
And you know, the other thing they say about hitting against a knuckleball pitcher is that it can foul you up for a couple of days after the game against the knuckleballer. You just cannot regroup that quickly. And the Phillies have to regroup against none other than Greg Maddux tomorrow night. And He can throw about 3 times as fast, can he?
Oh, boy. Greg Maddux, 6-5, and evidently they haven't been scoring many runs for him.
Pratt gets a piece of it and fouls it off his foot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Charlie Huff last pitched here at Veterans Stadium May 2nd of 1980 and lost the game. Charlie then spent the following decade in the American League. Deep breath for Charlie. But his team leads it by 2. It's 3-1 Florida in the 6th. Pratt waits and grounds it too short. Weiss on a charge. Out number 2 in the inning with Eisenreich moving to 3rd.
He really has sure hands. Weiss, that's one of those plays as a shortstop. You have to charge it. A lot of times you're going to get a little short hop like he got there, and many shortstops, the ball's going to run up their arm or they'll fumble it. Look at the hop he gets. Good player. You know, the more we see of him, you're right, Andy. He's really solid. Comes that fingertip ball again.
He just got the end of the bat on it.
Yep, because it broke away so much.
Now Batiste will face Charlie Huff with a runner at 3rd and 2 outs. Be great to pick up a run here. Phillies down by 2. Kim sends a ground ball to Magadan. Got a true hop off the dirt and throws him out. Batiste grounds out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit and 1 left. Harry Callis and Rich Ashburn in the 7th. It's 3-1 Marlins.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in health care.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud, Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
First, Roy Rogers introduced their juicy bacon cheeseburger on sourdough bread. Then they introduced Roy's real roast beef on sourdough bread. And now there's Roy's great tasting sourdough grilled chicken sandwich with Monterey Jack cheese and Hellman's Dijonnaise. Yep, looks like Roy's sandwiches are really on a roll.
I thought you said they were on sourdough bread.
I did.
He said roll.
Yeah, roll.
That's what he said. You see that? I was right.
Roll bread.
What do you mean roll bread? There's no such thing as a roll.
Roy Rogers.
It's a big league-looking batting helmet, free for kids 14 and under when the Phillies play the Padres, Sunday, July 4th at 8:05. Celebrate July 4th at a Phillies game and get a batting helmet free. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's Florida 3 and the Phillies 1. Tomorrow at 6:30, do Steve and Marcy have twins? And at 7, Peggy buys something that the family just can't do without. A computer on Married with Children, only on PHL 17. 7th inning, Marlins lead at 3-1, and Chuck Carr will lead off for Florida. Carr is flied out, walked, and flied out. Today is cap day for all men 15 and over. Fans waving their caps. These caps are of the 1933 Phillies baseball caps. 1 ball and no strikes to Carr.
Mitch Williams asked me if that's the cap I wore. 5 years old at that time.
Slam to center field, but Dykstra is there. 1 down here in the 7th. It'll bring up Brett Farbery. Barbary has scored a run, knocked in a run. He's singled, been hit by a pitch ball, and has struck out. Green's still rushing his fastball up there, right smart, even though he's thrown a lot of pitches today. Line drive, fair ball. That's going to go all the way back to the corner. Barbary will get 2 out of it. A stand-up double for Brett Barbary. His second hit of the ball game. Hit number 6 for the Marlins.
Looked like a off-speed pitch. One of these good fastballs, that's for sure. But Brett Barbary once again stinging the Phillies pitching. Green got that pitch up. He didn't want to do that.
Here's Magadan. He has singled and twice grounded out. 1 ball and no strikes. One to Magadan. Ground ball, first base, fair ball. Truck will make the race to the bag in front of Magadan. Barbary moves up to third, and with 2 outs, it'll bring on Orestes Destrade. Destrade has knocked in 2 of the 3 runs for Florida with a sac fly and a home run.
He has not hurt the Phillies, or he didn't hurt them down in Florida. He hurt them here with a home run hitting right-handed and a home run hitting left-handed. He hadn't really shown any power against the Phillies until the last couple of ball games. And you can see why he hit so many home runs in Japan. When he hits it, it goes.
High towering fly down the left field foul line. Long running Cavilla makes the catch in fair territory. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Stretch time of the bet. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Florida leads the Phils 3-1.
Now another memorable moment with the Bundys as they go on everybody's favorite game show.
Ready to spin, Bink.
Al spins the wheel of misfortune. And they're going to win even if it kills them.
That's what we're here for.
There's tons of laughs that'll leave Al hurting for more.
No. Oh, come on, honey. It's for a car.
On the next Married with Children.
Tomorrow at 6:30 on PHL 17.
If you want the #1 selling sport utility truck in America, and you want the most passenger and cargo room, then see your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during Ford Truck Month. Save on all Ford Explorers. Explorer has 6-passenger seating and on the
safest amusement pier on the Jersey Shore. The Steel Pier has something for everyone. Don't miss the death-defying Wall of Death thrill team, unlike anything you've ever seen. Performing daily. And June 25th through the 27th, relive a part of Atlantic City tradition when the diving horse returns to the Steel Pier. So treat the kid.
Something of such enormous proportions.
Stand back.
It could only be called the Jurassic Park Extra Value Meal.
Okay. Let's eat!
An enormously juicy triple cheeseburger, dino-sized fries, and large drink in one of 6 free Jurassic Park collector cups. The Jurassic Park Extra Value Meal. A dino-sized value for a dino-sized appetite.
Hey, where's mine?
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
All right.
Hello, I'm Dick Vermeil. What is the safest way to lift heavy objects? Lift by bending knees into a squatting position. Keep your back upright and straight. Don't bend from the waist. Let your powerful leg muscles do most of the work, and keep the load close to your body.
Well, Tommy Green has gone 7 innings, given up 3 runs. He has 7 strikeouts. Charlie Huff has really frustrated the Phillies. He's walked 4. And he's pitched 6.5 innings and trying to pitch some more. Estrada a solo home run and a sacrifice fly. Phillies a run, 4 hits. Marlins 3 runs, 6 hits. Both teams have made an error.
Tommy Green finished for the day. Milt Thompson has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for him. 2 balls and no strikes. So Tommy can just hope that his teammates come back here. Trailing 3-1. Morandini is grounded into a double play and lined out to left. 3 balls and no strikes. Got that one over. David West is up in the Phillies bullpen. And the Marlins, for the first time, get some bullpen activity as well. They have both a left-hander and a right-hander up. Mickey thought that one was low, but it's a full count. Trevor Hoffman is the right-hander and Joe Klink is the left-hander in the Marlin bullpen. Cued to third baseman Magadan. Throws out Morandini. 1 down. That'll bring on Milt Thompson. Thompson batting for Tommy Green.
Oh, it's fucking ground.
Thompson hitting at .234 as a pinch hitter. He's 1 out of 8.
A lot of frustrated batters in that Phillies dugout today, and that's the way sometimes Charlie Hoff will do. He'll just tantalize her and a teaser.
I think they're a little frustrated too that he's getting the low strike from Mike Winters. Two balls and no strikes.
Come back to Milt with that fastball now. Fastball sinks.
He missed it. 2-1. Fouls it out of play. 2-2. Philly's only run off Huff has been an unearned run as a result of an error. High chop to Barbary, and he boots it. Well, that could open the gates. It'll be an error on Brett Barbary. Thompson safe on the air with 1 out for Lenny Dykstra, who's been on base all 3 times that he's been up.
Once again, Milt got the knuckleball, and he just mashed it into the AstroTurf, topped it, imparted some top spin there that gets caught up with Barbary on the bounce.
Rene Latchman now coming out. And he usually doesn't come out unless he's going to make a pitching change. Huff has given him a strong effort here in this hot weather.
I think Latchman saying, hey, I got 6 1/3 innings out of this guy. And he is 45 years old. He's thrown quite a few pitches himself, and he is out of there.
He weighs the bullpen for the left-hander Joe Klink. So Klink, the southpaw, will be called in. Good job by Charlie Huff. Charlie Huff, the 45-year-old, leaves the mound, having surrendered 1 unearned run. That's all he can give up because Thompson's on first as a result of an error. And Joe Klink called in. Pitching change for the Marlins. We're in the 7th. 3-1 Florida. Back after these messages.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
If you've got a group of 25 or more, we'll give you a great time at a Phillies game. For all the details about a special package for your group at a Phillies game, call 463-5000.
Joe Klink, the left-hander, is the new pitcher coming on for Charlie Huff. Klink is appearing in his 23rd game. No wins, 1 loss, no saves, 2.65 ERA. 17 innings, he's only given up 11 hits, 5 runs, 10 strikeouts, 9 walks. Klink, 31 years old, from Pembroke Pines, Florida. He did not play at all last year. He was injured all of last year. Marlins signed him to an Edmonton contract. In 91 with Oakland, he won 10 and lost 3 out of the bullpen. 4.35 ERA.
Pitched an inning last night, gave up a couple of hits, but no runs.
Lenny Dykstra, the first one to face Klink, with Milt Thompson at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bills trail by 2. Missing with a sweeping breaking ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Dykstra. Missing. 2-0. Lenny's walked all 3 times that he's been up. Got that breaking ball over. 2-1.
2-0 slider. Kind of a gutsy pitch.
Fouled off another slider. He throws a lot of sliders, does Klink. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he had a good cut at that slider. He barreled the bat right on it.
Center field. Phillies with 2 men on base now in the 7th. And 1 out. Phillies' amiable traveling secretary, Eddie Ferenz, passing out our itineraries for the coming trip. Made sure that my colleague, His Whiteness, has enough of them.
Seem to get lost somewhere on these trips.
Latchman's going to make another move. It's going to be a double switch. It's going to take Estrada out, move Conine to first, and put Briley in left, and bring in Trevor Hoffman. Pitching change again for Florida. Bottom of the 7th, 3-1. Marlins back after these messages.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Before our children can carry on some of our most fundamental values, they must first understand them. And we can't think of a better reason to support education. Mellon PSFS.
If you live to punch, lift, run, kick, serve, sweat, volley, catch, dive, jump, reject, dominate, and celebrate, try Powerade, the official sports drink of the Olympic Games, with 33% more carbohydrates for energy than Gatorade, and great taste, so you can pick up, slam down, and soak in all 32 ounces. Powerade, more power to you.
Jeff Conine has moved in from left field to first base. Orestes de Estrada out of the game. Greg Briley playing in left field. Briley will hit in the 9 spot. The new pitcher, Trevor Hoffman, would bat in the 4 spot, vacated by Orestes de Estrada. Trevor Hoffman, the right-hander. He's a hard thrower. Been a setup man this year for Brian Harvey. Hoffman appearing in his 27th game. He's won 2, lost 1, saved 2, a 2.94 ERA. In 33 2/3 innings, he's only given up 21 hits and 11 earned runs, 25 strikeouts and 18 walks. Florida pitching has been good this season in their maiden year in the National League. And Hoffman will come in with 2 men on base and 1 out. To face Mariano Duncan. Hoffman's a 25-year-old. Comes from Anaheim, California. Threw the fastball right on by him. He'll look really fast after the hitters have looked at Charlie Huff all day. No balls and a strike to Duncan, who's 0 for 2. Down and in, 1-1. Hoffman was the 4th pick in the 1st round of the expansion draft from the Cincinnati Reds organization. There's his breaking ball, slider that missed. It's 2-1. John Kruk waiting on Doug. That's inside. It's 3-1.
Didn't bring him in to walk him, that's for sure. And we'll look for something he can drive.
Doug Rader, batting instructor there with Rene Latchman. Bouncing ball, top to third. Magadan tags the bag. No chance for a relay. And they get the force on Thompson at third base. That's out number 2 in the inning.
Dunk had a good pitch. Just topped it right at Magadan, trying for the force at third. He got that, but no throw to first. That's another frustrating situation for the Phillies. We've seen a lot of that.
Brings on John Kruk. Krucker is 0 for 2. He has walked, fly to left, and popped to third.
Kruk's had a couple opportunities to do some damage and hasn't been able to do it yet this afternoon.
Well hit. Watch that, baby. Out of here. 3-run home run, the Krucker. And the Phillies have taken a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 7th. A screaming line drive home run by John Kruk.
Well, there's a redeemer for him. He had the bases loaded, nobody out, popped up. Had a 3-0 pitch to hit with a runner on third. Little weak pop-up to third. But he did not miss this fastball. He ripped it over that right field fence. Standing ovation for John Kruk.
Number 7 for the Krucker, and it gives the Phillies a 4-3 lead. And here's Pete Incaviglia. What a bolt. A line drive home run. Charlie Huff now cannot win the game. He can't lose it, but he left with a 3-1 lead. Tommy Green could win this game if the Phillies can hang on. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Incaviglia, who's nothing out of 3. Struck him out. Got him on 3 pitches to retire the side. But the Phillies have taken the lead with 3 runs in the inning. They will all be unearned. 2 hits, 1 error. Big blow, a 3-run homer by the Krucker. Nobody left. We go to the 8th. 4-3 Phils.
There's laughter coming through. You touch us, we'll touch you. It happens every day. Come watch us take your breath away. No wonder there's such wonder in their eyes.
Come make contact with another world. SeaWorld.
If you live to punch, lift, run, kick, serve, sweat, volley, catch, dive, jump, reject, dominate, and celebrate, try Powerade, the official sports drink of the Olympic Games, with 33% more carbohydrates for energy than Gatorade, and great taste, so you can pick up, slam down, and soak in all 32 ounces. Powerade, more power to you.
The time has come. The genuine article is on sale. Chrysler's National Minivan Sale. Visit the minivan store at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer for up to $2,600 in total savings on America's favorite minivans. Plymouth Voyager, Grand Voyager, Chrysler Town and Country. Save on quad seating, anti-lock brakes, and integrated child safety seats. The genuine article is on sale for a limited time only during Chrysler's National Minivan Sale. Only at the minivan store. Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural. Proud to be your Bud. By Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something. And by Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. Milt Thompson stays in the game to play left field. He'll bat where he pinch hit the 9 spot. Joe Millette coming into play short. He'll bat the 2 hole. David West is the new pitcher. He will bat on the 4 spot, vacated by Pete Incaviglia. West is appearing in his 27th game. He's won 1, lost 2, saved 2, a 2.38 ERA. 34 innings of work. He's given up 26 hits, 9 earned runs, 38 strikeouts, and 18 walks. Jeff Conine will be the first one to face him.
2 runs, unearned, 4 walks, no strikeouts, and a hit.
1 ball and no strikes.
0 plus innings, 1 hit, 1 run, earned.
One and 1 the count to Conine. Phillies lead it 4-3. 8th inning. Conine supplied to deep center, struck out, and been hit by a pitch ball. Breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. Fouled it back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes.
West was wild in his last appearance in Montreal. Walks hurt him quite a bit.
Conine fists a foul. 58,508 the paid attendance. Conine called out on strikes. He can't believe it.
That's that low strike that Winters, the umpire, has been calling most of the game. A lot of hitters have been complaining. See, this ball was down. I think probably a little bit low. It's obviously too close to take. But that pitch has been called a strike most of the game.
Largest 4-game weekend crowds here for this Marlins series since '82. 58,508 today. Junior Felix takes one low. He's been safe on an error, has grounded out and struck out. Two balls and no strikes. That low strike. Felix didn't like it. 2-1. John Kruk has a couple of friends at first base. Pigeons. Helping him guard the line here in the late innings.
I would think that could be a little distracting. See, you get a ground ball and those pigeons jumping around.
They're tight to the line. Felix didn't like that call. Full count to it.
That was a good pitch. It was right on that inside corner. Tough pitch, but a strike.
Struck him out. 2 straight strikeouts for a waste day. 2 down here in the 8th.
West got some help on that swing. That was high.
Bring on Benito Santiago, is singled, walked, and fouled out. Smacks the ball right up the middle for a hit, his second hit of the afternoon. Santiago is a 2-out base runner, and that'll bring on Walt Weiss, who is struck out, singled, and struck out. It's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Here's Weiss. Craig Briley due up next. Ground ball to shortstop. Millette to Morandini. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Phils lead by a run, 4-3.
They say everybody has a dream. In this country, it's often about having your own business and sharing it with the world. Whatever your vision, AT&T's built a communications network that can take it to and from more countries with AT&T experience and special services than anyone else. Because AT&T believes, of all the wonderful products this country has given the world, none is more precious than the American dream. AT&T, far and away the best in the business.
The Today's Man semi-annual clearance continues, and the savings are even more spectacular. Like Pure Wool and Wool Blend suits, now $129, or 2 for an incredible $199. Pure Wool European designer suits, now just $159. Handsome Silk and Silk Blend sport coats, now only $79. Save on dress shirts, Pure Silk ties, dress slacks, sportswear, and thousands more items throughout every store. Today's Man semi-annual clearance, right now for a very limited time, so hurry.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman with a sports break in the National League this afternoon. No score in Colorado in the 4th. It's 3-1 on Craig Biggio's leadoff home run in the 12th of the year for Biggio. Houston leads San Francisco in the 4th. In the 6th, it's 6-3 St. Louis over Chicago. Mike Piazza, 14th home run, 2-run job. It's 5-1 LA in the 6th inning now over Cincinnati. 5-1 in the 8th inning. Atlanta leads Montreal. New York and Pittsburgh's later on tonight. Well, the Phillies lead 4-3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Let's send it back to the vet now and Harry and Richie.
All right, thanks, Neil. And Jim Eisenreich will lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th. There you see the replica 1933 baseball caps given away today. They've all been 15 and over.
Mike Piazza hit another one.
Yeah.
Well, he is really having quite a year, rookie.
Yeah, if they voted now, I think he'd be hands down Rookie of the Year. Norristown product. Eisenreich doubled in his last at bat, keeping his hitting streak going at 10 consecutive games now. That's hit to Conine at first. He'll make the play himself. 1 down. It'll bring up Todd Pratt, who is 1 out of 3. Trevor Hoffman came in the 7th inning. Got Mariano Duncan on a fielder's choice ground ball, but then gave up a 3-run home run to John Kruk. One strike to Todd Pratt. Trying to stay cool with the damp cloth on her head. Ball and a strike. Inside to him, 2-1. Tom Ferry. Usually not here on Sundays, but he missed yesterday, so Tom is out here this Sunday. Kansas City scout and local resident.
One of baseball's great warriors.
Yep.
In his whole life. Lives out here in Havertown.
Ooh. Knocked the glove off his hand. Hoffman recovers with his bare hand and throws him out. That's 2 down. Use the glove.
Now, if he had thrown that glove at the ball, probably would have had a triple. The ball hit his glove, but the glove was on his hand. The ball knocked the glove off. Took it right on off there.
Brings on Kim Baptiste, who is 1 for 3. In the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Wild Thing is not throwing in the Phillies bullpen, so evidently David West is going to come out in the 9th inning.
He was up earlier. Now he's down. Well, I guess he's just kind of hanging around, isn't he?
I don't know. He pitched an inning for a save last night. I don't know if Jim Fragosi's going to stick with David West or bring in the Wild Thing. Maybe Mitch is just conserving his energy.
He's going to start throwing again, I believe. Probably just get ready in case they need him.
Ball and 2 strikes to Baptiste. Pops one up into shallow right center. Carr and Felix almost collide, but Carr plucks it out of the air to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 9th inning. It's 4-3 Phils.
You can feel it deep inside. Dedication and a real sense of pride. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Your Hyundai dealer's celebrating because Hyundai sales are up more than Honda and Toyota. So right now, during the Hyundai Success Celebration, you can get up to $2,200 in factory savings. Buy an Excel for as low as $65.99 or an Elantra for as little as $73.99 after the factory savings. And every Hyundai comes with 2 years scheduled service at no charge. About all you pay for is gas. So join the Success Celebration at your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry into your nearest Hyundai dealer now. It's where cars make sense.
Travel arranged through U.S. Air with more nonstops from Philadelphia to more Florida cities than any other airline. Nonstop to Florida. U.S. Air begins with you.
After 8 innings of play, it's the Phillies 4 and Florida 3. Tomorrow at 8, don't miss William Hurt and Marlee Matlin in her Academy Award-winning performance. It's Children of a Lesser God, right here on Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17. Mitch Williams comes in with the Wild Thing music in the background. Wild Thing is appearing in his 26th game. He's won 1, lost 2, 20 saves. His ERA is 3.04. He's pitched 23 2/3 innings, given up 21 hits, 8 earned runs, 23 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Alex Arias will bat for Greg Briley. Then it'll be Chuck Carr and Brett Barbery to face Mitch Williams. Arias has hurt the Phils this year, including a 4-hit game at Florida. He's hitting at .282 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 7. Mitch starts him with a strike. David West, 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs, struck out 2. Just missing a little bit high with a breaking ball, 1-1.
Arias has started 2 games in this series and picked up a couple of hits in each game. He's hit the ball hard, too.
Following the strike to Alex Arias. He really jammed him, and he pops it softly to Morandini. Arias is out, 1 down. That'll bring on Chuck Carr.
That's a pretty good statistic for Mitch in his last 6 appearances.
Carr's fly to left, walk, fly to center, and line to center. Just a bit high for a ball. Right through there, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Mitch has a better fastball last couple of weeks than he's had.
Smothers a foul down the third base side. Williams in front of him, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Way outside, 2-2.
Didn't get that low strike, and that really wasn't that low. That's where, yeah, that's pretty low, and that's pretty outside. Yeah, that was a good call.
Fouls it out of play. Still 3-2 to Carr. Phils lead 4-3 here in the 9th. Struck him out. 2 down here in the 9th inning. And it will bring on Brett Barbery.
Carr did chase a low pitch, maybe even a little inside. That was a slider.
I think it was, too.
Yeah.
Surprised that Mitch went with a slide ball, 3-2, but he did. And it worked, and now it's Barbery, who is 2 out of 3. High. 1 ball and no strikes. Brown ground ball. That's in the middle. A base hit to center field. Barbary keeps the game alive. He's had a good series here. He's 3 out of 4. Reminder, the annual Phillies family autograph and auction party scheduled for Monday, August 2nd at 6 o'clock right here at the Vet. All proceeds benefit the ALS Association. The fight against Lou Gehrig's disease, always a great time for a good cause. The night includes autograph booths, silent and live auction, fun and games. Tickets go on sale beginning on Thursday, June 24th rather, by calling the Phillies at 463-1000 or in person at Veterans Stadium. There will be a limited amount of tickets on sale, so plan to order your tickets starting on June 24th for the ALS autograph session. An auction party. Great time here at Veterans Stadium. 1 strike to Magadan, who's 1 out of 4. Magadan, good lifetime hitter against Williams, 5 for 13. Fooled him with a slider. No balls and 2 strikes. Fans on their feet now, anticipating a final out. 0-2 to Magadan. Barbary at first base with 2 down. Slider is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to Magadan. Throw to first base. Startled the pigeons. Kruk held his ground. Kruk probably just as soon he'd just go ahead and work on Magadan.
Yeah, Barbary won't be going anywhere. Not with Mitch Williams with that good move.
Magadan stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brett Barbary at first with 2 outs here in the 9th. Him out to end the ball game. Save number 21 for Mitch Williams. John Kruk winning the game with a 3-run home run in the 7th inning as the Phils win it by a score of 4-3. Rucker getting the big blow. Jim Fregosi in this heat still with that jacket on. Phil's manager is superstitious, and as long as the Phils keep this string going, he'll be wearing that jacket. Mitch Williams saved number 21, struck out 2. As the Phils win it by a score of 4-3 here at Veterans Stadium before a Father's Day crowd of 58,508. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in just a moment.